That's all you hear is a pissed off cat. The community! The community!
It's more of a big spirit, Mom.
What's up, everybody? All I see is like the community. I see Watch Sasquatch. Thank you for joining. I know that yesterday some of y'all were introduced to Peter because he was doing amazing impressions of NICO and Archie Luxury.
Oh my God.
The community, Bardsley.
Oh, that one's good. That one's got the triple M.
Yes, there's like a huge emphasis on that. And then this is my buddy Nate.
What's
everybody
up?
that hasn't met him. If you haven't ever seen any of our Instagram lives that we do that are the epitome of shit show.
Oh yeah.
This is Nate. He instigates half the shit show.
It's never my fault, for the record.
Never.
I am a victim of Catlin's bullying. And I'm standing by that.
Are you? You're playing innocent?
So I am innocent. I'm just here for the intellectual horological conversation.
Horological with like a WH?
That would be possibly. It depends. It depends on how late we go and how much you've been drinking.
We have a habit. This thing won't kick you off after 4 hours like Instagram does.
Oh, only we would have that. Only we would have that problem. It's like, guys, we can go longer than 4 hours now.
What? And it's not like a health risk like Viagra.
Granted, if we go past the time limit, we don't have to call the emergency room.
That's true. That's true. If it lasts longer than 4 hours, seek medical attention. You don't have to do that in this case.
I'm like, with me, if it lasts longer than 4 hours, I've just lost $20.
All right, I've got the link going in. Anybody that wants to join, this is genuinely a free-for-all shit show. We'd love to have anybody join. What's up, Sean? 10x Sean. Where's your other account, Sean? What was it? Donkey Lunch? Donkey Punch? Faux Donkey. It was faux. Wasn't it Faux Donkey?
I think it was Faux Donkey. Kel.
What?
Your speaker. You might need to change your speaker because it's coming out of that Dell speaker on your right side underneath the monitor, and it probably needs to be coming out of the Realtek speaker because it's fucking with the mic.
NICO, I find that Viagra is probably the best cereal additive in the world. You don't get much done that day, but it goes great with Fruit Loops.
Oh my God. Logan just gave a warning. All right, here we go. Oh, fuck. I'm nervous. I don't know what you're talking about with a speaker, Peter. I have no idea.
Would you like me to come downstairs?
Yes, please.
I can't believe you guys are in separate studios for this shit.
I came home from dropping my daughter up and dropping her off, and I came home, and it was like an entire situation going on in my house. Stefano, what's up, buddy? Always here to promote fleshlights. You know what? This might be the right time.
Did you say fleshlights?
Fleshlights. Polly likes to promote used fleshlights. He sells them.
Jesus Christ. All right. So
haven't started drinking yet.
Speaker. Realtek. Yes. That works.
All right, we go. Hey.
Everybody's coming on. Watch
Everybody's
Cardinal, Ari, everybody.
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ.
Everybody is literally here.
Yes. We got everybody. We had to come show you love on the first stream. Are you kidding?
I heard you're offering beer. I heard you're offering.
Yes.
Is there beer? Yes.
Peter, I have shit show over half of my face.
Oh.
Yeah, put tin there. That's better.
Yes.
Yeah. Just put
That
me
was
there.
accurate.
You can take off.
Actually, it matches my
haircut.
background. It matches my background. You can see
Yeah,
it's cyan green. Yeah.
but
Look,
you
Kelly,
got
I
a
just
new
wanna-
haircut.
Kelly, I'm not gonna stay for very long. I just want to wish you all the best on your first live stream on
Thank you,
YouTube.
Nico. Thank you for
And,
joining.
And I just want to say great job and thank you for coming on mine. It was very short, very brief.
I got my Peter asked me. He said,
Most
"Did
of
you do any
Nico's
live streams today?"
experiences.
And I said, "I got to go on Nico's for a very short period of time, but I didn't tell him what I did. I didn't tell him that my 5 seconds of fame on the Nico live stream was solely to say get her bucked.
Yeah, best thing ever, boy.
That was
So-
I
fantastic.
thought you were about to say you were advertising your OnlyFans foot fetish site.
No, that's still under construction.
We have the same fucking fetish. That's sick.
I don't like feet. I just have 2 of them, and I'm ready to make some money.
Listen,
Oh,
these
shit.
blue pills, mate. That's the best thing in the fucking world. That's not a health risk. That is a fucking requirement.
Oh,
That's a
there
big
you go.
It's good. It's good you've used all of them. That's good. You just have one
I
left. Yeah.
use that
What-
shit, like
Let's see those again real quick. What was that?
more, like get more. This stuff. Best thing in the world, mate.
What is it? Viagra?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Send
It's
them
definitely
to-
dick pills. It's 100%.
these are dick pills.
What? You're like 29?
He's 52. He's
No, but
52.
it's not. It's not.
Is
But
this-
it helps you going all night. Believe me.
I don't. You don't sleep as it is. I don't really think you need help.
No.
I mean, maybe.
Need
Nico
to
is a
release.
madman. People say I'm crazy. But come on, this is next
No,
level.
Nico is
God
God
tier,
tier crazy.
mate.
God tier crazy.
God tier is
God,
right.
they're crazy.
Oh,
God.
Kelly, you just down that like this.
I
I
did.
just want to say, I just want to wish you all the best. I am absolutely fucking
Thank
knackered.
you.
I am absolutely destroyed. It's been a really, really incredible but tiring week, which is very positive. I just, I'm going to bed. I'm actually gonna sleep.
Before you go, Nico, could we all do a wrist
I don't
shot?
blame
You
you.
can put it as your thumbnail. This way you have clickbait. You know what I mean?
That'd be
But put
awesome.
Nico-
I had
Put Nico
No,
up
Yeah.
next to you.
no.
Put Nico
No.
up next to you so that
No,
people
you know
can
what?
see him.
You know what clickbait is?
No,
right?
you are clickbait,
Oh, yeah.
Nico. What do you mean? You are clickbait.
There
No,
we
no,
go.
you have to put yourself up there also, Kelly.
There we go.
Oh, I'm
There we
not
go.
doing this. This is Peter. Are you ready to
What do
grab
we-
the shot, Pete?
No,
Wrist shot.
how do you do a screenshot on?
No, you
Mac
can do it
again?
later. You
Yeah,
can
you
do it later when the video is
All
over.
we're doing right
Just
now
do
is
it
just
this-
holding our wrists up, and then
We're
My
just
hand
holding
is
wrists
killing
up.
me. There we go. Let's go, Nico.
So-
There you go. Perfect.
There we go. You
Thank
take that
you.
screenshot and we put that as the. And make sure you add
Nice.
Nico in the title so people will find him.
Yeah.
That's
the way
I'm
you-
about to plug the shit out of Nico's name.
Yeah.
That's how you fucking use me, you fucking ball bags. Get the
Okay with
fuck
I'm
out.
okay with it.
I checked his channel, and he doesn't have many
appreciate
fucking followers. So I don't
Yeah.
know what fucking good he has been on this channel right here.
Guys, it's about the community, guys. The community.
The
You gotta
community.
build up the community. That's what it's all about.
Guys, I'm actually just gonna say I don't say this very often, but after this week I'm going to bed.
I don't blame you.
Are you
but
actually going to sleep? Really?
I'm actually gonna sleep.
Wow.
You know what?
Well,
And that's
I
always
want
the
to
end of the
tell you
week, right? So
the
that's always with me, the end of the week. And then I have another day tomorrow, and then Sunday I usually catch up with sleep, and then I start working on Sunday evening again. And when I caught up with my sleep on Sunday morning, afternoon.
So tonight being Friday, you won't sleep Sunday.
I will like Sunday. I will work. Sunday evening I will work and then tomorrow I will work as well. We'll work, but not the full day. And then it's like relax.
God tier crazy.
God there.
You earned
Guys.
it, Nico. You had a
Not-
great stream today. That was.
Did you like it?
Couldn't even keep up.
Did you? It was mad.
I loved
wasn't
it. I didn't get to see all of it because I had to leave, but it was fantastic.
Yeah.
Great
I
engagement.
really
Really,
appreciate
great
that.
engagement.
I don't.
It was really
I'm
good.
not. Yeah, I don't want to show Peter the video because your setup was fantastic, and then he'll get like even more.
Peter, get the money
This is
out.
all him.
Sort it.
Say that in English. What was that?
Get the fucking money rolling, boy.
Yeah, how do we donate to the stream? Is there like a PayPal link? Like what?
I guess
He
it's
doesn't
set up
have
a
money for
PayPal. I don't
anything.
know.
Just buy me
How do we
alcohol.
donate to the stream? We
Um,
got to give back to the community. The
Oh,
community.
that's great. All right. Let me see. I'm going to get it set up. Nate.
No, it takes 24 hours to activate it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then today's if we're not doing that right now.
Okay. By the way, Kelly, I just noticed you have 335 subscribers. Whew. That's mental. That's amazing.
Really taking
And
You
off.
gotta pump out the videos.
Well,
You
it's
gotta
because
pump.
of y'all. Like, y'all are
low
celebrating
effort videos.
promoting low effort videos. And I drink a lot. But thank you all so much for just promoting me and encouraging me everything.
Look at this. My gray background looks very professional. Someone recognizes that, and I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yes.
It's a fucking
And check
blank
out
wall.
Pride and Pinion, prideandpinion.com.
That's it.
We could get a green screen and you could have Pride and Pinion behind you. Since we don't have a refrigerator to advertise on.
Every watch stream person channel thing, I will put Pride and Opinion.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
That's
Okay.
fantastic. I love it.
Nico,
I
go to
love
sleep,
it.
man.
Nico,
Go to sleep,
Take
Nico.
care.
We'll see you
go to
later.
sleep, brother.
Knock it out of the park. Don't do things I wouldn't do. Always wear your seatbelt.
Well, you do everything.
Right. So we're
And
perfectly
don't take
fine.
too much Viagra.
Never too much Viagra. That doesn't exist. Viagra is God tier.
God tier.
Viagra is God tier.
Fucking God tier.
I can't believe I just said that.
You like my new shirt?
Right. I'm going to bed and I'm going to listen to you guys talking absolute fucking dog shit. Right.
Look at
Good
this.
night.
You like,
Good night.
Nico, you like my shirt?
Bye,
Pride and
Nico.
Pinion needs to
I
carry
have that
these.
t-shirt.
Ask me about my watch. You are so on the edge. You're so on the edge. Peter asking you every day about your watch or not?
Every day.
No. Right, guys.
No, he doesn't ask me about my watch.
Bye.
So nice to see you. Good night.
Bye.
Good
Take care,
night.
Nico.
Bye.
Oh,
I'm not sure what this means, but apparently if you buy 2 new flashlights, you receive half-price used flashlight today only.
Yeah, that's
That
Pawe.
is
right.
That's Pawe. He's the moral center
Pawe.
for our channels.
That's right. I'm actually, whoa. I'm actually going to be selling flashlights,
Oh, no.
Tim Wright branded flashlights
Oh,
on my merch store.
goodness.
Check them out.
I'm not ready for that, Paul
No.
Pluta. I'm not ready for that moment. I got somebody else joining. You're just gonna have to. Oh fuck! Oh man.
Ooh,
Are we
Paul
ready for
Pluta?
this? Are we ready?
Whoa!
Hey guys, how are you?
Hey, Archie.
The Panther, the Panther.
Hey, I'm just coming on for a little bit. Where's Nico gone?
He left.
Went to bed.
He just left just before.
He heard you
Oh,
were coming
look,
on.
you're stuck with us.
Hey guys, that's great. Me and Kelly did a stream. We did a video. We did a video. By the way, Stefano, is he gone too? Where's he gone?
No,
I'm
they're
here.
there.
I'm here,
Stefano,
Panther.
you got to send me the ad, man. To
Oh,
put
for
on the
my
free-
son.
Yeah,
Oh,
whatever
no,
ad.
yeah, for my ad. Yeah, I'll send it tonight.
Yeah, you're gonna send me 100 Canadian and the ad. Get it done, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, Panther.
Thank you. And the other guy was Juco's not here. I got to tell you, me and Kelly had a great interview, right? And
She mentioned. She mentioned. Yeah.
I gave her some advice, and Kelly's going to go big and far. We're going to do plugging her stuff. I just wanted to come on and give her my support because it's a hard industry, but get in there. Get the views. How many people you got watching here at the moment? What do you got here today? What do we got?
113.
Man, that's amazing for a fresh channel to get that sort of content happening, man.
Because of
That is
y'all.
amazing.
Thank you.
Just a side note to the Cardinal and to Tim right there. Just don't let this bird steal all the super chats. Remember that,
All
there,
right.
guys.
There's enough for
gotta-
everybody.
Gotta leave some for us there. She's not monetized yet, so that's okay. We can sort of
Exactly.
pretend to help her a bit there. But guys, I gotta shoot off. I gotta actually do some work. I gotta put that video together. I want to say thanks a lot, Kelly. You were a great sport. You guys will love this video. I'm gonna shoot off. Bear Clooney, I had a chat to him. It's all cool. And guys, I will see you tomorrow. Come back to the Archie Luxury channel tomorrow. And hey, Kelly, come on for a little bit if you like to. Come on, chat watchers.
Absolutely.
And, I might even release that video today that we did. Let's do it. Hey, I'm going to do it today. In the next couple of hours, I'm going to release it on the Archie Luxury channel. Okay, guys. Ciao, ciao, ciao.
Ciao.
Wow, that's
Peter,
the best
those are the-
appearance that
Those
Archie
are the
has ever
headphones
done.
we're gonna buy you.
So,
Do you have to?
No, well,
Yeah.
I don't know. The wifey and Nico were saying something about it, so I want to give to the fund.
I feel
will
like
tell
that,
you
that
words.
might mar my good image, honestly, Stefano.
I know.
words that I never thought I'd hear from Archie Luxury. Kelly and I made a video.
Oh. You went there, Kelly? Oh my goodness.
Just
What
go ahead,
a video.
go ahead and just move your leg just a little bit, Kelly. Just a little bit, Kelly. Just move it.
Oh,
That's good. That's pretty good. You just need the orange headphones and it's a deadpan.
Yes.
that's
thinking about-
fantastic.
I was thinking about a slight hairpiece.
Yes.
Kelly, I have
exactly.
one question for you, and then I'm gonna hop off because I do have to get some sleep as well.
I know.
And, what do you think? What's your opinion on the 36
Ask me
millimeter?
about the 36 millimeter, Tim. Ask me.
What's your opinion? Is this a women's watch or is this the true manly man's watch?
It needs Viagra.
I'm not a huge fan of classifying something as a ladies' watch simply because it's smaller. But I will say, personal preference, I'm not a huge fan of 36 millimeters. Now, for a certain look,
But it's 35.4 actually.
that's worse. You could have left it as 36. But I think that for a very specific
Purpose
look,
and low base weight.
it can be very classy, but it's just not what I would prefer.
Okay. Fair
Just
enough.
definitely never call it 35.4.
Ooh.
Go bigger.
Ooh.
We're gonna overestimate. In fact, just say it's 39.
It's
Just say it's
36.7.
No, just say it's 39.
Ah, no, Nick is still listening.
Nico's
What
still
the?
up.
Go to
Nah.
sleep, man.
It's fucking dog shite. Yeah, it is.
Oh my! I'm gonna
That's
change
true.
your mind, Nick. I'm gonna get into your head. Just
Can
watch.
Peter say get her bucked?
Fucking dog shite. Fucking
Peter say
dog
get her
shite.
bucked.
Get her bucked. Get her bucked.
Get
What
her
does that even
bucked.
mean? What
So
does
I've
that
never.
mean?
So by the way, I've never heard that term before. I think I know what it means, but I've never
Yeah.
heard that term before.
Get her
Yeah,
bucked.
exactly.
I
You
think it
got
means-
Ari. You know what it means.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think it means engage in intercourse with
Okay.
Get her
That's a-
book.
that female.
That's a very nice way to say it, by the way. That was very polite. And,
I was trying. I was
Yeah.
trying.
You could have
Thank you
said
for that.
copulation too. I mean,
Yeah,
more
that's true.
Oh my
scientific,
god,
but-
these comments are so good. Hey.
By the way, Tim, nice haircut, bud.
Mm.
Oh, I got your
Yeah.
fridge, Stefano. I got your fridge. I got your
Yeah.
ad on the fridge.
Oh, I'm
Wanna see it?
live.
Yeah, it's live. It's now live.
Look at that.
You want to see it? But it's total dog shite.
I think
need
I
a
came
better-
on just to remind me
Yeah.
to spend $100.
You know what? I'll make one myself. You know what? I'll make one myself.
All right.
What is the refrigerator like? What's the deal with advertisements on a damn
It's a
fridge?
joke.
What is
It's a
that?
gag. It's
It's
a gag.
Archie.
It's Archie.
Archie sold fridge space to NICO, and I thought, man, I really, since I'm unemployed, I was like, man, I need to come up with some clever ways to earn some extra money. So I'm paying arm and a leg for this website, and I thought, oh my god, this is genius. I'll put a refrigerator on my
A virtual
website.
refrigerator.
Kelly, you want to bring it up? I'll just show it.
Oh,
Quick.
yeah.
So
Hold on. I can bring
stupid.
it up.
Show Archie.
Yeah, there you go. See,
Yours.
look at this. So I got Pride and Pinion. I got Stefano. There you go.
Yep,
Is
it's
his
got
contact Instagram?
Ali,
Yeah.
Watch Sasquatch.
There you
Look,
go.
you
Got
got
Cars
a
and
lot.
Chrono. I love Maldives.
Virtual
Mr.
refrigerator.
GMT,
Look at
look
that.
at this. I got elite luxury right
Oh
there.
wow, prime spot
my
on the
God.
fridge. Prime
you
spot.
go.
Those
And
videos
Mr.
are real nice.
Casio.
I don't know whether anyone's seen them. They're real nice.
Kelly, there's
Oh.
lots of more room if you want.
Yeah?
Smoke your
Yeah.
website.
It'll have feet
Oh
on
my
it,
God.
Tim. It'll have
All
feet
right.
on it.
But you should show your husband Archie's
kills me.
fridge.
So that's what you know. What we need to put a refrigerator
Yes.
and sell real estate on it.
I have a nice
Like it can be.
blank
This is
grey
technically
wall
his
behind me.
office.
Like
Yeah.
professional.
But we could
looking
have a
grey wall.
refrigerator
Just
in your
slap some shit
office.
up on there.
Peter, get a whiteboard behind you, and you could just put pictures on the whiteboard. You know what I mean?
I like that.
There you go. That's your
I like that.
dedicated
I like
streaming
that. That's
space.
my dining room.
I actually.
Yeah.
I
Oh, your
actually
dining
He's in my
suggested
dining room
Who
right
needs a
now.
dining
It
room?
doesn't matter.
Yeah,
There
but
you go.
nobody's dining.
I don't.
There you go.
cardboard
Right.
cutout. Oh, that
Oh.
works. Yeah.
Just larger font, Peter. Larger fonts.
We could.
Anyway,
There's another.
I'm sorry.
Are you going to show the other picture? Show the
Which one?
picture that lives in my dining room.
It's right behind you, dumbass. Other way.
One.
All the way around. There it is.
Guys,
What
I'm gonna
the-
shoot off. I'm sorry.
Okay, bye,
for
Tim.
this
Night, Tim.
distraction, but
Sleep well,
hey,
Tim.
I'm
Sleep well,
gonna-
buddy.
Well, you've
my
been
wife
a
said she's
champ.
gonna kill me. Maybe. Ooh, okay. Peace out.
I have a question.
Ooh, okay, peace out.
Because I've wondered this. Paule, what is your fleshlight business called?
You don't
Like
wanna
you just
know.
advertise it, but you don't say what it's called.
You don't want to know.
No, you don't get him started. It's like it's like feeding the animals. Don't just yeah.
I just want to know.
By the way, for those who don't know, Kelly, what is the Friday night free for all? What's it all about? What do we do?
So basically,
You have no
it's-
idea.
it
Bring
gets
the Viagra.
messy.
For first-time viewers. First-time viewers.
First time
Oh my
viewers, it's actually called the Friday Night Shit Show for like people in the know because it gets messy. But we talk, we talk a little bit about everything. We talk watch, but we also talk
Viagra.
about Viagra. We talk about used fleshlights. We talk about the fact that you should never actually call a 36 millimeter watch 36 millimeters. It's always best to lie about size and say that it's actually bigger.
And
So we talk
we've
about stuff like that.
We've
It's
established that
definitely
9
below
inches
average.
is
definitely
average.
below
9 inches
average.
is average. If anyone was curious.
Yeah. There was a whole conversation one night about what is considered 9 inches.
I can't
Well, what's
Hamster
considered
too.
average?
keep going. I'm an architect. That's not 9 inches.
That's what my husband told me, Stefano.
Well, you know, I won't go there. He's your husband.
It was a very
Oh.
Watch guy. Watch guy. I love your walls. I love your split flakes travertine. I love it. As an architect, I love that.
It's
Thank
very
you.
That is
Thank you.
Gorgeous.
that is fantastic.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
So we've got a little bit of like both of my worlds meeting each other. So I do want to point out that Nate, smoking the cigar, who sent me cigars today. I'm so excited.
Ooh,
You know, Omega.
With a nice Omega poster next to her.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome.
I was
Yep.
just smoking a cigar
And then
earlier.
we've got
Oh,
Adam, who is
fun.
Blue Moose Racing.
Blue Moose.
Hey guys.
I'm like working.
Yeah.
Can you guys
Marco
hear me?
was smoking a cigar earlier.
yes.
Yeah,
Marco,
it's a little low.
I can hear you.
Marco,
Yes.
hold that back up again. Is that like a picture of someone choking or?
Oh yeah, because Quebec
Oh
law,
yeah,
you have
Yeah.
to have like the
Canada has that shit all over.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, you
Negative
basically-
publicity.
You basically have
Yeah.
to say you're going to die.
It's a big
Yeah, all over the
incentive to
package.
buy smoke
Yeah.
tobacco products.
right. The cigarettes are the worst. It's like literally like the images are so graphic,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's like whatever.
Yeah,
you know?
the inside of a cancerous
they-
lung from someone who
yes.
died or something
Right.
like
Say
that.
they show
Exactly.
lungs and stuff
Yeah.
like that, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why I only smoke American, baby. Marlboro, nothing
yeah,
on it.
that's it. America.
Marlboro menthol.
America.
Wow.
America.
Duty free, brother, duty free.
Oh my God. Yeah, well, for, Watch Cardinal, you asked about the shit show. We kind of stumbled upon that about a month ago, Kelly? Maybe 4-6 weeks ago? Something like that.
I think
Anyway.
so. Yeah.
Yeah. So we got on one night on Instagram Live, and we just started riffing, and ended up every night. Like one night, I jumped on there. I was actually like going down an interstate in the middle of the night at 85 miles an hour. We're being chased by a fire truck. We always get hammered. X-Hamster always gets referenced. If you can't handle a double-ended dildo, then this is not for you.
All right, you know what? I tried. It hurts too much. I'm out. Thank you. I'm done. Can't handle it. Sorry.
We put the whore in horological. Okay, this is a highbrow. This is a highbrow conversation. This is only for grade A, stage 5, double probation level horologists in the Saturday night or the Friday night shit show. So I hope you brought your livers.
Yeah.
So basically, Fear Factor with a twist.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Peter, I need you to change your YouTube username because Kelly's not typing X-Hamster.
Oh.
You are. You're commenting under me. People are going to be like, what is wrong with her? Actually, so the fun fact is Peter has full access to my Instagram account. And so half the time when people send messages, he responds and had a full conversation with somebody one day about my OnlyFans account. I don't have one.
Hashtag foot pictures.
Funny story about that. So it was actually a joint account, and I was on that account, and it was on our own time. And I thought, well, this is cute.
Told everybody this.
I'm going to tell it again. I'm going to tell it my
Okay.
way because it's different. So it was a joint account, and I thought, well, this is sweet. It's a shared hobby. She really wants to do this with me because she was really kind of taken off with wanting to get more knowledge and understanding about about the watch hobby.
About
being a thirst trap.
horology.
Yeah, and
That came later.
So I'm not very good with social media, so I don't really do much with it. I don't do much with my own, and I go through spurts. Every now and again, I'll go a week and I'll just blast stuff out, but then I'll go 2 weeks without touching it. And
So will Kelly.
Yeah. So she texted me and said, "Hey, oh no, you called me. I think I was at work or something. You called me, said, hey, I'm thinking maybe it might be a good idea for the Instagram to be just me because it's kind of confusing." I'm like, you're probably right. We should maybe think about a new name. And I barely got the sentence out. She's like, yeah, I already thought of one and I just changed it. So it's already done. But
way to go.
I never got took off of it. Yeah, it was a request and a question, but it really wasn't a request. It was like, fuck you, buddy.
That's what being married is about, right? They ask a question, but it's really telling you, and it's done.
It was already done when you called me, but it was done.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Yeah, it was done. But I'm still connected to it, so I do see comments. You all are some fucked up people. You really are.
We get the greatest hits gets shared in our group chat. That there are some real winners in there.
Oh, it's so sad. It's so sad. Yeah, I get messages on Instagram from like
that shit show. Aren't you like restricted to only 6 people on Instagram? 4 people. Oh shit.
This is why we branched out.
This is better. Yeah.
But it was a safe space, though, because you have no idea what we're capable of. And we don't know if YouTube can actually handle our 5th hour greatness.
Dude, I'm happy telling you have Greek. Bring it on. Don't worry about it.
I'm not worried. 100% get demonetized for this kind of stuff. 1,000,000%. I can guarantee it without a shadow of a doubt. But it's fun.
Well, let's test out the algorithm. Let's test the algorithm.
Anyway, let's be honest. Google AdSense is garbage, anyways. You're not making money on Google AdSense.
It's the super chats. That's where you're gonna make your money.
Yeah, and they can't take them away. Like, let's say, for example, you commit some serious violation. They can't take away your super chats, right?
No.
Okay, then perfect. Then
yeah.
We got MJT in the chat. What's up,
MJT's awesome.
Oh, what's up? Thank you, MJT. Appreciate it.
Hey, so let me throw a question out there.
The community is amazing.
Can I throw a question out to some of the YouTubers out there? Do you think that now these live shows are going to be kind of the future of YouTube versus making content? Because I'm seeing a lot more of these live streams now. Yeah.
Yes, there's no question about it. And I'll explain to you why, right? Because and NICO said it himself on, I can't remember. I mean, I do so many streams at this point. I can't remember what stream he said it on, but he said it on a stream, right? Where you can't get the type of interaction and kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like instant gratification of responding to a viewer and, chatting with them directly on a live stream like you can in the forum, YouTube comment section, or anything like that, right? Because let's be honest, you type something in a forum, you got to wait for somebody to reply. You don't know when they're going to reply, and then it gets buried in the hundreds of other messages, right? So it's like you will never see it, but on a live stream, right, you get that instant feedback from somebody. And that's something that, unfortunately, videos like content videos and like forum posts just can't offer. So
yeah, and I was just going to say is like, for myself, like making a 7-minute video, like people don't realize what actually goes into that. That's like, I got to write a script and then go through my script and shoot all day long. And it's literally like 8 hours of shooting, and then it's editing, adding music or whatever. And then you're, by the time you get it uploaded, you're like burnt. You're so burnt out. And then it's like freaking out and going, I have to make my next video here pretty soon. What the hell should I do? And this here, like I'm finding with these live streams, again, to what Marco's saying, it's just so much easier and it's so quick and so interactive. And I think that's really the way everybody's kind of brain works now too. Everybody wants something quick, right away, interactive right away.
So put it that way. The perfect example, like post-COVID, is myself. Okay, I have nothing to do with YouTube. Never been on YouTube before. Never done anything with social media before, other than just business-related stuff. And I don't come from the watch industry. I'm an enthusiast. I just love watches. Been collecting for 18 years, and I never had any interaction with anybody. So 3 weeks ago, I was basically on YouTube. And all of a sudden, I see this channel, and I see Stefano, I see Tim, I see the Watch Cardinal, and I see who else? I see Ari and JJ. They were just talking about a topic that interests me a lot. Like they were discussing flipping websites and talking about watches. I said, what the heck? That's really interesting. And they were basically like 4 doctors or 5 doctors in an operation room, basically cutting off a patient and trying to fix that patient on the table, basically. And I'm like, what the heck? This is amazing. And I was flipping basically in 5 minutes, and I stayed with them for like 2.5 hours. I said, wow, this is the future of internet, man. So I kind of kept on following them slowly but surely, and then I started interacting with them. And it's amazing. They're speaking my language. I've never had anybody to talk to in the past about watches and that enthusiasm about watches, other than conventions in the past. You had to travel to go to Europe and talk to people about watches. But now you have them here. That's all post-COVID, man. That's how I see it.
Yeah, you guys are very smart and very in tune with watches. Every time I listen to you guys talk, and that's why I love getting on and listening to you guys talk. I mean, you completely blow me away every time, the sheer knowledge of everything. And I'm like, how the hell, how do they know all this stuff? It's just very, very impressive, and it's very enjoyable to me. I love watching you guys and interact, and you have a great flow to what you do. And certainly, to attest, you guys definitely are the future. So certainly I appreciate it. I'm a big fan.
Marco is the most knowledgeable. And he's always embarrassed, but I'm telling you, I've been doing this since 1980.
He blows me away.
He blows me away with the knowledge he has. And back then, when I was his age and I was in the university and selling watches, we didn't give a shit about those high horology. We knew Rolex was like, we talked about Patek, we talked about Raymond Weil, we talked about, Omegas. We didn't have all the hot horology like he knows. He's a walking encyclopedia. I tip my hat off to him.
Very much so.
Hey, Stefano is, we're calling him the wizard from now on. He has a wealth of knowledge that we just haven't uncovered yet. That's all I'm saying.
I have to agree with you, Marco, because Stefano, up until last week, I discovered he's a hidden gem.
Right.
Like he's basically a diamond in the rough, basically.
We just haven't asked him the right questions. That's the problem. We have to find the right questions to ask. But enough about us. Enough about us.
Yes,
Kelly,
exactly.
this is about celebrating your first live stream.
That's right.
It's pretty incredible. The community is here, guys. 105 viewers on a first live stream.
I know.
Tim
This is
start wearing
amazing.
Are there seriously 105?
Yes.
I can't see it on my screen.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You have to go to the other screen.
We got
Oh my
GS
God.
Superman. We even have Jeff, MJT, SBSB, Ari's here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shane.
You had
Marcus
Nico
Twain.
on. You had
Yeah, Nico was here.
You had the Pontiff, Pluta,
Yeah.
AC3.
Tim
yeah.
Wright.
I know.
Tim Wright was here.
Like, I mean, I'm so humbled right now. It's not even funny. The fact that everybody that y'all came to hang out, and it means a lot to me.
Hey,
I've
Marcus said,
enjoyed.
let's support Kelly, so we all got off Kim's channel and came to yours.
Right. I didn't know. Otherwise, I would have just posted the link to your stream right away on the after show. Somebody let me know. I was like, oh shit. Oh well.
I
Guess
wasn't
I gotta
gonna
add much.
say anything. So what are my favorite brands besides Rolex and Omega? Zenith. I love Zenith. And what else do I like? I like Panerai, but I have a love-hate relationship with it right now. I think I have a love-hate relationship with the fact that I just get like tunnel vision, and I wear the same like 2 to 3 watches all the time. But I mean, I think that those are the top 4 on my radar right now.
Just don't say Hublot, you'll wake up Nico.
Oh god. And he needs to sleep.
Hey, I have a question about Panerai. Did I just see a video or an article somewhere that they got in trouble for lying about making an in-house movement?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So can someone explain that? Like, what happened about that?
Isn't this the second time?
Yes.
Cardinal.
It turns out that it was an outhouse movement.
Yeah. It was yeah, I mean, listen, they have their shady past, right? There's that Brooklyn watch also that they literally cased up an unfinished at a movement. I mean, they've done a lot of things that make that, they've done unto themselves where they are now currently in the industry, which people consider them, underappreciated and what have you. But, they certainly haven't helped themselves. So that's all I'll say. Because I do own a Panerai. I like the brand. I want to see them succeed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Panerai seems to suffer from the same thing that some other companies suffer from, where they've got a great history and they've got great product and they have an absolute shit back office there's
a couple of things
on their ass with 2 hands and a map.
So
Wow.
Nate, I'll say this also, lest we forget that I think sports watches are the big fad nowadays, right? And their watches, the problem is they have nothing on bracelets, right? A lot of people live in climate restricted places where they just can't wear watches on bracelets, right? Rubber's uncomfortable because it's too hot, and so is leather, right? You'll just sweat right through it. And the problem is you can't really get anything that's decently sized that isn't 44 plus on a bracelet from Panerai, and that's really their biggest downfall. Is they never segmented out of the Radiomir and Luminor models.
And the Panerai vibe is definitely not it doesn't include a bracelet. The Panerai vibe definitely comes on rubber straps. Straps.
Yes, agreed.
Yes.
Yeah,
definitely.
I've got a guy in my company that has the ceramic, the black ceramic with the ceramic bracelet and all of that. And as much as I want to love it, it doesn't feel like a Panerai.
That's tutto nero. Tutto nero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Yeah, but let's not forget, guys, when it was hot, when it first came to the North American trade, it was the Stern family that owned them. Patek Philippe brought them in. So, but then things went askew.
Would you say they've lost their way?
Yes.
Panerai a little bit?
Yes. I mean, look at what they're making now. They're making chronographs, and it doesn't make sense.
That's not them.
Well, okay, but don't confuse losing their way with possibly not wanting to change their way.
Right.
But
they're trying new things, but the wrong way. It's the wrong way.
Are they really though?
Yes, because the thing is, you shouldn't be like, for example, right? I'll say this, and I said this about the Black Bay. I said about the 50 Fathoms, right? When you have a watch that is known for one genre, right? The Luminor and Radiomir are dive watches, right? They shouldn't become complicated watches, chronographs. They should like you don't see a Submariner chronograph, right? And that's the idea. You should really try and segment your watches in a fashion that's just better for the brand and that would allow them to diversify their product range. Right now, all you see is Radiomir and Luminor, and it's the only way that they can really create watches. And you see it, right, in what they're creating, Luminor chronographs or Radiomir chronograph. And it's just, it doesn't make sense for the range.
And they just came out with the new line, right? The Luminor Duet.
Yeah.
But the biggest downfall for them, why would Panerai want to make a evolution of time watch? Why would they even think of it? I don't get it.
And the tourbillons, yeah.
And the tourbillons, yes.
It's a halo brand. It's a halo move. It's a halo move.
I guess.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Well, and also you have to consider, you look across the entire spectrum of their brands, and there's really not a lot of variety. In terms of just you have to quit thinking. We have to quit thinking in watch circles like everybody thinks like we do. Fact of the matter is, most people, when they look at Panerai, they couldn't determine the difference between three of them. Just from a distance.
Absolutely.
And when you like, I've dealt with this in my industry with past companies where we had 100 SKUs, but of those 100 SKUs, you had 50 of those that were juxtapositions of the same recipe.
Huh.
So and those are the same companies that, once again, may not, some say, lost their way, but they may not. They may have just simply, they may just not want to adapt to a new way that makes sense. And I think Panerai fits that bill because, look, whether it's a Radiomir, whether it's a Black Seal, any of those, you look at them, they all look the freaking same to the layman.
They do.
It's kind of, I'll say this and I'll be very careful and choose my words. It's kind of like the company that I work for. Let's say they have a black dial and a single dot at the top of their watch. They all look the same.
Oh yeah.
All look
now we know. Now we know the brand, buddy.
Yeah.
It used to be owned by North American Watch.
Yeah.
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 So
luckily,
you're
I'm not in that
Sox.
luckily, I'm not in that situation and haven't been for a long time. But
Yeah.
having been in similar situations, it's tough, man. It's really tough. Like Rolex, somebody mentioned Rolex, for example. And look, if you want a chronograph, you get a Daytona. If you want a dressy watch, you either go with a Cellini or maybe an Oris Perpetual or Datejust, something like that. If you want a true sports watch, you go for the Submariner. You know exactly what you're going for. That's why with Omega, for example, I think like my least favorite Omega is the 300M chronograph. Why, or the Seamaster chronograph? Why would you do that? It's like 19 millimeters thick or something. It doesn't make any sense. Get Speedmaster. So you have to think along those terms of staying in your channels and doing what you do really well in each one of those channels.
Hey, I have a question, and I know this has been kicked around a lot, and I understand some of the aspects of it. But going back to Rolex and kind of that 3-watch rule, through 80s, and I'm sorry, I'm kind of jumping subject, but if you guys want to finish on this, I'll wait.
We finish all over each other later. It's too early for that. Go ahead.
I have a question. Obviously, I mean, I know that this kind of 3-watch rule has been kicked around, and if it's going to happen, and they're trying to curb, all the flippers from buying. But do you think that maybe some of this has issues with getting materials for watches? Making watches, because I know that in my company we're facing a lot of that because of COVID, and where materials are made and sent through. Do you think that could be some of it?
Some, but I think it's overblown.
COVID's a great excuse for a lack of ingenuity.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not for Rolex. Rolex has their own foundries for the oyster seal and whatnot, and they've kept such tight control on repair parts for years that they don't have a shortage of parts for their existing line that has very little variation, right? It might be the reason why they didn't introduce certain... It actually might be the reason why the ceramic bezel Explorer 2 didn't happen, possibly, but I doubt it.
Sure.
Right? Because I don't think, I actually came to argue the last point, but you moved on.
Wait, what was the last point?
The Panerai.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm just curious. See, like AP and Patek, Nautilus, and Royal Oak, they have done exactly what Panerai is doing today, right? I think we're panning Panerai because their design just isn't versatile, right? It's not symmetrical enough to fit it. I don't think that, like...
That's a fair criticism. It's a fair criticism. That is fair.
But also Panerai can be easier approach with this because they're a more approachable brand.
Right.
No, that's true.
At the end of the day, there are not very many people that are going to worry about the diversity in Patek Philippe because there are not a lot of people that are going to buy those watches.
That's true.
That's also true, but I think that Panerai is... If they did what AP just did... Now, I tend to actually like some of the code 1159, right? But if they did what AP just did with the code 1159, which has been pretty universally panned, and as you see them in person, I'm actually surprised how harsh people are on them, right? I think that would have killed them because they are still affiliated with like the Sylvester Stallone, resurgence. Like that's for people, for the layman who buys them, that's still like one of their number one affiliations.
Well,
right?
Sylvester Stallone and Arnold. I have a slightly different take on the Panerai. I do own the PAM 00535, which is the GMT. I've done more sports with that watch. I beat the crap out of that watch, and it still ticks perfectly. I've been in water. I've taken it many places, and this watch has been true and very solid. I respect a lot Panerai. I think what happened a couple of years ago, if I'm not mistaken, I don't have the exact event. They came up with this special limited edition model.
The Brooklyn Bridge, right?
The Brooklyn Bridge. And as you open it, the movement inside is like how it's been described, as a piece of crap, not decorated. And they were making people pay tons of money for it. So that created very negative image of the Panerai, and I think the competition, the media, and the whole haters and the trollers, they went against the Panerai and created that kind of feel about it. I personally like it a lot. If I have to buy another Panerai right now for the good price, I would buy it in the heartbeat. But I wouldn't use it as an investment because obviously, you know what's happening right now. You buy it for X, you have to sell it for X minus 30% from any AD. So I have a slight different take. I think the Panerais will come back in the future because it's a very appealing kind of looking watch. The size of it is very nice, and I think it's a very good watch. I recommend it in a heartbeat.
But I think
Panerai.
so. What I was saying to Marco, though, is I think they have to go through this growing pain phase, which AP and Patek both did, regardless. And again, as Nate pointed out, they're not in the same tier, stratosphere for that matter. But I think they have to do this. They have to explain. They have to experiment with the flyback chronos and some different configurations and stuff to get to where they need to be. Otherwise, they're always going to be a tiny market watch.
I don't know about tiny, but it's very specific. It has a following, like the Paneristas, the young man that was here with the vintage Pepsi. He's a Panerai guy. He used to buy, straps and made money, bought them for hundreds, sold them for thousands. So there's a niche for everything.
Yeah, the thing is with Panerais, their fan base is more fanatic than probably any other watch brand.
Yes.
It's more fanatical than Rolex. If you've got a Rolex fanboy, and I hate that term, but it's common. But Panerai beats it to death. I mean, if you're a Panerai fan, you're a Panerai fan through and through.
Yes.
Kelly, I'm going to drop so you can bring Mr. GMT on.
Thank you,
guys
Ali.
have a good night.
Bye.
We didn't even get to see his Royal Oak. That sucks.
Do you know that there's the option to put a user in timeout? Where's
Yes.
Peter? Peter,
That's
can
a
you
Royal
just
Oak.
type something?
Is that a diver?
That's an AP
Like
done.
Tim earlier. Tim was on timeout on Archie's show.
Why would you want to put me in
Tim's
timeout?
always in
The hell is
timeout.
wrong with you?
Mr. GMT, if you want to request it, I'll go ahead and add you.
I paid Archie $5 to take Tim out of timeout today.
Oh, to take him out?
He muted
I
him.
would have paid him to put him in.
Can you put people in timeout?
You can if they have to
Yeah,
chat
he
in,
muted
and then you hover over their name.
Remove, mute. I like that. Edit mic settings. What does that do?
Yeah. Hey.
So you
Okay.
can
Oh my
you-
God, I'm so glad there's no timeout when we go to Instagram. Jesus. Oh my God.
I know. I don't
And then
know
again,
how
you
to-
get the guys that come on that we've never, because it's always a lottery when Kelly lets somebody new into the Instagram live and we don't know what they're doing, and half the time, or not half the time, but there's the occasional guy that comes on. He's like, "Hey, I think you're pretty. Will you show me your toes?"
Oh,
or did he just start the stream out with a lap shot? You get any of those?
Oh my
oh
God!
shit.
You're just expecting at some point. You
we
never
had
know exactly what's going to happen.
We had a specific HR policy at work. Was basically we were talked to by HR about a year just before COVID. Basically, no dick pics, and it was a very explicit thing. That you can tell when certain HR rules come in, it's because that
it happened.
There was a rash of people breaking the HR rules, and I just don't understand it. Like
rules are
to coworkers, it's
people
like
did it.
To coworkers, that's
like weird. It's like I'm going to talk to my coworker, exchange some files, and then it's like, yeah, you know what? I think we're going to do. That was a great interaction. I'm going to send a picture of my wiener. That sounds like a great thing to do. Like
it's an icebreaker.
I know.
I thought that was like an acceptable form of communication.
It breaks it.
Like when one chimpanzee sees another chimpanzee and smears shit on the other one's face.
That's basically it. Exactly. That's an icebreaker. Yes.
Yeah.
What's up, Mr. GMT?
Fellas, ladies, how you going?
Hey.
How are you?
Good to see you. Buddy.
Great. Representing Australia.
Yes.
How's every?
Hey, Kelly, what are you? I'm going to drop off, guys. I'm going to take off. I'm going to let some space on for other viewers who want to jump on. Take care, everybody. Thank you so much for having me.
Good night.
Kelly, congratulations on the first
Good
live
night,
stream.
Encyclopedia.
Wishing you
yes.
Thank you.
Marco, I just got on, bro. You get.
I know. I love you, man.
What
It's
the
okay.
man?
Yeah, I'll
Because
leave
you're
some
doing
space
GMT.
for others who want to. Because Ali just jumped off, so I want him to come back on, if anything. You know what I mean? Leave some space. You guys hear enough of me every day.
I will do the same. Congratulations, Kelly.
Thank you.
Jesus, what do I stink or something? Everyone's
no.
Watch, guys, be good.
Whereabouts in
sunglasses on today.
Whereabouts in Australia?
What are you wearing, Mr. GMT?
Me, I'm in.
Mr. GMT and Adam, where are y'all?
Oh,
I'm in
Melbourne.
Darwin.
Oh, the triple black. The triple black.
Oh, hang on. King Turtle, Save the Ocean.
Yes.
I love that watch. I picked it up, and the cream and the ceramic bezel.
God tier rainbow. God tier rainbow.
Oh, that's next on the
I
list.
love that, Stefano.
Yeah.
I'm in Darwin.
That's fantastic.
Where I'm from. I'm in Darwin. I'm in northern Australia.
I'm the other end, Melbourne.
Hey, Melbourne. You guys are off lockdown there, what? Yeah.
Yeah, just coming out of number 5, so things are starting.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, things are starting to improve. I'm heading into the office on Wednesday, but most of the time we're still working from home. But not too bad. Not too bad.
In
I've had a few
fairness,
people. I've had a few people
ahead,
come up
JP.
to Darwin. Oh, sorry. I've had a few people move from Melbourne to Darwin because of the lockdowns. I've had enough. You know?
Yeah.
They're having a big problem with protest over there now, right? I was
Sydney.
Yeah.
Sydney's in a bad
Sydney,
way.
not Melbourne. Sydney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had to send the police or the military in today or something like that? Or?
Yeah, the Sydney, the state government has deployed 300 troops to bolster police numbers to make sure people are adhering to lockdown rules. But I think the problem, without being depressed and everything, is with COVID, but it's with the other capital cities in Australia, once there's a small community outbreak, they tend to go hard and go fast and lock down really quickly and for a short amount of time. and then keep like nullify that community transmission. But what Sydney's trying to do is lock down portions of the city, and as a result, it's just starting to just creep out, and it's this long burn, and it's not working. So yeah.
You know, the crazy thing about all of this is, you know, and I was just saying this today, some coworkers of mine, you know, are we going to do this every single time now? I mean, the human spirit is not going to be able to go on. I mean, if we keep being locked down and suppressing it, and listen, I understand some of it. I understand, you know, and I don't want to get a whole COVID rant, but this is like, it's really beat up a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know, and I can just see it all on your faces right now, just talking, you know, kind of saying this right now.
Yeah.
It's in the, you know, in Toronto area and whatnot. I mean, we were all locked down hard for many months, and it's look, it's hard. Not gonna pretend it's easy, and it's but you know, like, what other, you're making a choice, you know, and I know that in the States and parts of the States and parts of Canada, there are different opinions around this. So you need to choose what kind of society, you know, what kind of society you want. And that's really the choice you're making here. You know, are you going, like, how much death are you going to tolerate in your society? And that is the choice that you're making. We don't want to talk like that, but that is the choice. If you want to tolerate a lot of death, okay, have less lockdowns. You want to have more, you know, okay, have, yeah. And if you want to have less death, well, then, you know what, you need to have more lockdowns. That's unfortunately the way it is until vaccines roll out. That's an irrefutable fact. And it's a terrible thing to say, but that is the choice that people need to make.
Yeah, I think the other thing too is, it's, I guess the silver lining is, if this kicked off 15 to 20 years ago, pre-internet normality and access and stuff like that, I'm just thankful that I'm lucky that I can work from home.
Same here.
It would be civil war.
Hey,
how goes it?
What's up, Reinhard?
I heard you guys were talking about vaccines. That's why I popped in.
We were actually talking about defies. I heard you were talking about new defies.
Yes, a new defy. It is
beautiful.
Yeah,
beautiful.
I really like it. So I was showing it on Tim's a little bit, and then afterwards too, you could see right through it. I don't know if you could see me.
That's cool.
That's nuts. It's gonna wait a second for it to focus, but yeah, it's very interesting. It's a very interesting watch. Yeah.
Is it I'm saying this with respect. Is it readable? Because I find with those kinds of watches, it's sometimes hard to read.
I think by what I've been reading and how I've looked at it, yeah, it does take like maybe a half a second more to like, oh, okay, it's 6:30. It really isn't that bad.
Okay, good.
But it is very very nice to look at.
It's a piece of art. It's a piece of art on your wrist.
Yeah, for sure.
Just cool.
And very good value, we'll say.
Oh, Nate's popping the bottle. Popping the cork.
I think this is an
We're talking
excellent
about
time. I think this is an excellent time to answer Elon's question, especially with Reinhardt's new. What was the last watch you got, and what's next? So Reinhardt, you've already answered. What's the last watch you got? We know that it's that beautiful Defy, and I think my husband's very jealous now, and will probably re-up the conversation about that he wants one. So Reinhardt, what's next on your list?
I'm still waiting on that call that no one's getting. No one's getting that call, right? The AD.
Well, what's the call?
Waiting on the call. That's for just a sub, just a plain Jane.
Okay.
124060. No, I stopped saying that because it's just a Submariner.
Right.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
Mr. GMT, what's the last watch you bought?
Some of the boys here know already. It was the 2006 Kermit.
Ooh.
Very
I purchased.
nice.
I purchased about when it would have been about a month or so when Tim started his stream. We showcased it on his stream. It was an interesting video, actually, that one. So that was the one that I ended up getting. And my next one will be, and I'm hoping it works. I've got my father-in-law. He had to sell his day-date, and for financial reasons. And my goal is to actually buy that back off the gentleman that he sold it to.
Nice.
But this gentleman has actually neglected it and hasn't really looked after it. So I really want to purchase it and then go and get restored to how, in its glory days.
glory
Its glory days.
Are there many?
Yeah.
Do you have
So-
like up in Darwin? Do you have many like places that would do? Being a smaller town in Australia, do you have many places that would do restorations for stuff like that, or would you send it away?
We've got nothing in Darwin. Absolutely not an AD, not nothing. I am one of the few people up here that is actually this is why I love what I'm doing right now, because I've got no IDs. I've got barely anyone that's probably interested in watches at all, to talk to. Maybe I've got a couple of friends that have got watches, but they're not really interested the way we are. They're not, enthusiasts. So I've got absolutely nothing. I have to order everything that I have. If I've got to get it fixed or serviced, I have to send it away. There is one watchmaker here in Darwin, but I don't trust him. Like I don't know what his skills are to actually, to do any servicing or anything on it. So I always send it down to what's his name? It's there's another guy that I've Max's. He's in Sydney. His name's Max's, and he's a jeweler / watch repairer, and he's authorized Rolex. He can service Rolex watches too, which is great. So
that's good.
Yeah, you can get parts and stuff. Yeah, so I'll probably send it down there. I think there's something wrong with the bracelet as well. So I don't know what extent that is, but overall, yeah, I just really want to get it back and then send it down and get it restored.
It's a day date?
So, yeah, day date. 1989, 88. Single, no.
Double
it's
click.
dual. Double click, yep.
Well, you just is it rainbow? The bracelet?
No, I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know what extent it's at. I haven't seen it for a few years now. So he actually came into my shop. I've got it, as anyone doesn't know, I've got a Greek / fast food restaurant, and he comes in all the time. He actually came in the other day, and I said to my wife, I'm going to ask him now. As soon as I said that, we got about a rush, 1 million people come in, so I couldn't even get to the guy to actually ask him if I can actually buy it off him. So there'll be a time, but I don't want to ring him up and say it. I want to say it to him so he can see exactly that I am passionate and I really want to get it off him so he can see that I'm serious. I don't want to do it over the phone. So I'm just waiting for that time to actually, catch him when he comes in, and then I'll just throw it at him, and hopefully he can, come to the party and sell it to me.
That's cool.
I'll give him all the reasons. I'll give him all the reasons why he should, and why he shouldn't have it.
It's good.
Try and weasel my way through it. Yeah, but that's me. That's me in total. That's me. That's what I. That's my next purchase. Hopefully. Yep.
Hey Peter, what's the last watch you bought?
For Kelly.
I mean, I know.
That's funny. Fuck was it? It was the GMT Master 2.
Yeah, but what do we call it?
I'm not calling it anything but the GMT Master 2.
Stop it.
Bad girl. It's not a bad girl.
Thank
Stop
you.
it. How do you meet
bad
someone?
girl.
How do you meet
It is
someone?
not a Bruce Wayne.
The black and
It's
blue.
the worst name, the worst nickname for a watch ever when you start calling it the Batgirl.
I'm not down with the nicknames. I'm not.
No. It shouldn't be called a Batgirl because Batgirl was purple, not blue. So Bruce Wayne would stick better than Batgirl.
Bruce Wayne's a great name. Bruce Wayne's a great name. I think so.
Okay.
B-dubs.
So that was the last one we picked up. And as far as something next, this right here, the Oris Big Crown Pro Pilot. This is the World Timer. This is actually on loan from the Red Bar Group, or someone from the Red Bar Group. And honestly, Oris is one of those things that I just fucking hate. Those screwed in crown guards. Just the stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen, with the screw right in the crown. Like, come on, just mold it in the case. Be done with it. It'll look better. But this
can't get past the logo.
This is nice. I mean, it's comfortable. It's a fucking huge watch. It's, what is it, 44? Like 44 and a bit, 44.7. It's almost 45 mil.
Yeah.
But because of my above average 9-inch plus wrist, 9 inches is average. Just if anyone didn't pick up on that. It's just a really nice, comfortable watch, and this is on a little textile band. I know this comes on a bracelet, it comes on leather, but this exact watch with the gray dial, there's two choices, a gray or a black, and on a textile strap is on the list next. Superb watch. I really like it.
So you like the NATO strap?
I do. I mean, it is. It's nice. It's not the one with the fucking extra long, stupid, tuck it in, look ridiculous tail on the end. It's it's a traditional strap, but it's NATO in the sense that it goes. What do they call these? It's not the full NATO. This has like another name.
Single pass.
Single pass or Zulu.
Single pass.
That's the one. A Zulu. Yeah. So.
Zulu.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it works. I mean, this strap really works well on the watch. Comfortable, but you can buy it with a textile strap, and I don't think it's a NATO strap. I think it's it just connects into the spring bar. But I was surprised when Kelly said, we're going to loan this watch from someone just to kind of take a peek at it from the Red Bar group. I'm like, yeah, it's going to be shit, and it's not. So
that's cool.
So I asked him this question to say what was the next one so that I have it recorded.
It's funny.
So it's not the Zenith that Kelly thought.
Nice.
You know what? I don't know. So the next, I'm an all gold fan, right? I just love full gold watches, and I would love the full gold version of this one of Kelly's. And it seems redundant because there's a two-tone in the box, but this watch, champagne dial, same color subdials in full gold, would make me above average. That would make me above average.
It's stunning. It's a stunning piece.
It really is. In all gold.
Yeah.
I mean, it's even nicer. It really is a super looking watch.
It's richer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sold one about 2 months ago. Yeah.
Yeah. So that one's not in production anymore, but you can pick them up for way below MSRP on Chrono and other sources. It's just a great looking watch. So I would take that. I'd also take a Chronomaster Skeleton. I could go on. There's a fucking huge laundry list of shit that I'm.
What is it like the Heritage Seamaster?
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, I'd take that too. The 300 with the new release with the lollipop second hand with the blue dial. Yes, sir. Thank you. I'll take that too.
Awesome.
Very nice.
Yeah. I need to pay bills though. I need to pay bills rather than buying.
That's sad truth.
Can I just say I was meant to answer GS Superman before. He said he wants to come to Darwin and have some of my Europe food and kebabs and all the stuff that I do. And this goes to all of you guys. Anybody that's in part of our community, if you decide to come to my little place of Darwin, which not a lot of people do, I will put everything is on me. You come there and eat whatever you want, and I will show you a good time. And that goes for anybody that's part of our community.
So
cheers, Superman, man.
His heart's bigger than
Trust me,
to Bully.
Trust me, man. What we do is next level, and I want to share it with all you guys. And I swear, just your company, we can sit down and talk watches and get to know each other properly. It goes to anybody. So, guys.
That's what the GMT stands for. Generous man there.
Yep.
I know.
Yeah.
That's a good one, man. It's good.
I mean it wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Elon said I would, but the spiders, and that is so we've told Adam this. The only reason that we don't go to Australia is because literally everything will try to kill you.
That's true.
Like it's got like 10 of the world's deadliest things on one island.
Yeah.
But also, if you love clubbing things to death like I do, then there's plenty of stuff in Australia to club to death. So that's a lot of fun too.
I'm forever clubbing things.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like one of these would go a long way there.
Is that the salt guns that shoot?
Yes.
Yeah.
I just killed a cricket the other night. It is awesome. Just one pump. Go.
I do
just
need
fucking
to
obliterated the damn cricket. Fuck that cricket.
We use those
Exactly.
we use those to kill the poison frogs down at our family's place in West Palm Beach. They climb all
wow.
over.
Okay.
They climb all
Nice.
over the walls, and you can make pate out of those guys with those salt guns. It's pretty awesome.
It's super cheap, dude. It's fun.
Really nice.
I love it.
Fucking
Anybody else
cricket.
got a new watch recently?
I did.
Nate?
Go ahead.
So, go.
Yeah. I'm bracing myself now to get shit on. Because that's what happens when I buy a watch.
When we get the toilet
No.
paper?
Is I get shat upon.
The problem is that you told a Facebook group first, and Facebook groups
Yeah,
are a
that's
little
true.
toxic.
That's true. I apparently I discovered that I apparently love women's watches. Apparently that's my thing.
Kim's brother.
Sounds
Just like
familiar.
Tim.
My latest pickup was actually this. I was on a business trip in Atlanta.
Okay.
And me left to my own devices with money on a Sunday in Atlanta is a bad thing, and I should just not go shopping anywhere. I picked up. This is it is a Longines.
I like it.
I believe it's pronounced Longinez.
Yeah, right.
According to
Yes.
That's a good American pronunciation.
This is the Longines.
Longines.
Oh my God, no.
It's
even better.
It's
The
yeah,
Timeless Watch channel got the pronunciations right with Chloe.
It's the Dolce Vita. This is a new one that they just released. It's the big size they have in it. It's a 47 by 28. Obviously a rectangular.
28.
Nice. Yeah, very JLC like. That's cool.
Actually, I think that's a really nice watch.
Yeah.
That's a nice watch.
And I like it's got the sector dial, which I absolutely love. It's a real alligator strap. Because freedom in America.
Yes.
But I love rectangular cases, and I love Cartier, but I've found very few times an actual Cartier that's
Centrex.
there.
Centrex.
I had a Santos XL, and I ended up not bonding with it. But I just picked this one up literally this past weekend. I absolutely love this watch. As far as what's next, I keep looking at at next pickups, and then discover that they're women's watches. But there are actually several the bona fide men's watches that I actually have really kind of started considering. I'm looking at the two-tone the new two-tone Tudor Black Bay. There's the chronograph. I really like that quite a bit. I've been considering Panerai. I like that aesthetic. It's very different than anything else in my collection. The one that's very much next on the radar, if the end of the year treats me right, is I see you there, Pete. Is the
you got a 388 with your name on it, Nate.
I bet you do. I've also been.
I have your address. I have your address.
Which
one?
Are you?
There's a shipment coming my way. So if that just falls in the box. And then also the Omega, the new. Well, it's not very new, but the World Timer Aquaterra. With
the 43.
With the map on it. I
like that one.
I
love that one.
We were just looking at it the other night.
I almost bought that in March and ended up going out with the new Green Dial 41. I enjoy that quite a bit. And then honestly, part of me keeps going back and forth on an Oyster Perpetual 39. But then I keep asking myself, can I own a Rolex, and what will it do to my soul? So
you gotta buy two. So one will take away your soul, and the other one will restore it. So you have to have two.
I have to buy two because the other one will go to my wife. Because that's what ends up happening is I end up getting when I bought that Aquaterra Green Dial, she went home with a Lady Seamaster with the pink dial.
Yes.
And then when I bought, there was another watch that I bought recently, and she went home with a Pasha 35 millimeter. So they have babies. So I have my watches cost a lot more than everyone else's.
Actually, the Aquaterra with the small seconds with the blued hands, that's really
I like that one. I like that one a lot too. There's actually several from Omega that I mean, obviously I'm an Omega guy, but there are actually several. One of my favorites still is one that gets shat up on all the time. It's the last generation Omega Constellation, the integrated bracelet. I love that watch. The 38 millimeter. I absolutely adore that piece. I wear it proudly. But yeah, I get a kick out of it because I'm one of those guys that I love the brands. I guess that, like, I'm looking at FP Journe, I'm looking at Carl F. Buchera, I'm looking at a number of those brands. I've seen them, I've handled them, and then I keep wondering, there's another one that Nate's going to get absolutely destroyed for buying. But I do like those aesthetics. I'm more of a dress casual watch guy than I am a true sports watch guy.
Yeah.
Just the way that my life works out. If I can go to work in it, what's that?
I was gonna say, do you like JLC then, or would you ever go to Reverso?
I love
eyeballing
JLC. Yes, that's a good call too. Reverso is one of those that's always on my radar. We have a JLC. We have a JLC boutique here in town, and we are very lucky where I live that we have quite a few. We have quite a few boutiques, and then we also have quite a few ADs. Like, I've got a Zenith AD, I've got a JLC AD, you name it. Hell, I've got a. Kelly mentioned there was. She'll mention it later on. There was another high-end watch brand that's very niche that we've got an AD for those. So it's just one of those that it wasn't it was H Moser. We don't, but it wasn't H Moser that we were talking about. I forget. Anyway. What's that?
MBNF.
Ulysse Nardin?
No.
Ulysse Nardin.
Ulysse Nardin is one of them.
Ulysse Nardin.
We have Ulysse Nardin. We have Chopard. We have Breguet.
Chopard.
Yeah. So there are a lot of those watches. Unfortunately, all of my taste goes into watches that don't appreciate. So it's just one of those things, So I don't look at buying watches as an investment. When I go buy a watch, it's literally I'll have money in my pocket. And when that one just shines at me like Excalibur being handed by the Lady of the Lake, that's how I buy a watch. And my wife rolls her eyes, and I just say, "It's happening today," and that's how I choose a watch. You just kind of fall in love with it.
Yeah. Well, I promise never to make fun of Tim's 36 anymore.
What's that?
Ari, what's the last watch you bought, and what's your next?
All right, so the last watch I bought is the Cassiope. This is the stealth one.
God tier.
I actually really like this one. I have a few G-Shocks.
That watch there is fucking God tier. God tier.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
I'm gonna sit here and bounce my tits. Go ahead.
Well, that's okay. You do that. You be you. So I wasn't expecting. Yeah. I was not expecting to like this watch as much as I did. Like, I have other G-Shocks and they're good, but this is like fantastic. It fits well in the wrist. It's really great. Really happy with it. My next watch, it's going to be one of a couple. There's the Tudor chronograph I really like. There is as well. I have a thing for. I have the Panda. I have a soft spot for Breitling. So even there's the Breitling chrono is really nice. There's as well one for Breitling, and again, I know people don't like it's not everyone loves them, but I love the aerospace watches, even though they're the super quartzes. I really like them, at least the modern incarnations of those.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I will not buy them retail. They're way too expensive retail. Yeah. But if I can find a good used one, that's a recent model, a recent year, I would pick it up.
Yeah, they look. I think in the metal, there's a guy that's got a cafe around the corner from where I am, and he's got one, and it always the AR coating on those watches for those particular ones just make it look like there's no glass at all. They are awesome looking in the. I had
one on my wrist once, and it just fits so well. It was nice, but the problem was that I did we have a whole bunch of ADs in Toronto, so there's no shortage of ADs. So I went to the Breitling boutique and tried it on. It was beautiful, but they wanted like $6,000 or $7,000 for this Breitling Aerospace, and that was just way too much. So
with the Casio, are you tempted to get the half metal ones that are coming out?
So I have a metal G-Shock, or at least and I don't love it. if I'm honest. And I find it a little too heavy, a little too clunky. I like the sleekness and just, I don't know its nature of the G-Shock. And I can take it in the water, take it in the hot tub, just bang it around, do gardening with it. It doesn't matter. It's just, I don't notice it's there. And that's one of the big benefits of G-Shock for me, at least. So I don't think I'm going to go for the metal.
Okay.
Yeah. It's the ultimate vacation watch as well. But anyway, sorry, I apologize.
Yeah. I keep a G-Shock in my golf bag. I mean, you just can't beat them. You just can't beat them.
I have 6.
You have a problem.
I don't have any.
2.
I'm not allowed to buy any
NICO,
more G-Shocks.
NICO I think, sending me one. So.
Yeah, that's great.
I did buy the F91W yesterday because I shouldn't be allowed to buy watches on a live stream because I get really hyped by everything.
No, you shouldn't.
No. So Peter came home yesterday and he asked me, he said, "What have you been doing?" And I said, "Well, I've been on live streams during the workday." And he's like, "Oh, well, did you do anything?" I said, I bought a watch from Northern Ireland.
And I'm thinking it's something fucking amazing. Like, holy shit, she made good decisions and bought something that's going to be cool.
I did.
She did. She bought the Osama bin Laden watch. It's really good.
God tier watch.
I'm leaving. I'm just getting off the stream right now.
Like this very loud Irishman said, God tier. And I said, I did amazing things. I bought a watch. Somebody asked me, I got a message today on Instagram, and they're like, "What's your favorite watch cloth?" Until I started watching NICO and on these streams, I never realized the emphasis people put on their watch cloths. Like, my t-shirt?
No.
But apparently it's a real thing. So that's my next decision, is a watch cloth.
Well, the funny thing is, I've got I refuse to buy things on streams anymore. I don't know if anyone's heard my Ming story. He's laughing already.
You want your money back? It's in your bank account.
I love how we major in breaking up relationships.
No, we do this really well. It's fine. So here's what you don't understand about live streams with Peter is that all the watches sit beside him because he wardrobe changes throughout the evening.
I haven't done shit tonight.
You've changed your watch twice. And it's going to continue.
That's nice. That's
the whole time? It's been on the whole time. Oh, he said the war's on the whole time.
My 12-year-old daughter does wardrobe changes as well regularly. That's cool.
With watches?
Understand though what he changes into. What he changes into, it indicates his level of drunkenness. When the Hamilton Pulsar comes out, you know that it's top tier, blood alcohol, dangerous. That's where we're at.
Look, Stefano and I are twins.
Look at that.
We have the same shirt.
I thought you were going to say his tits are as big as yours.
No, his tits are not like mine.
You went there. That's it.
Oh, he went there.
Fine.
I'm trying to be polite.
No, it's okay. You don't have to be.
Are you drinking my beer?
Yes, I'm drinking your beer.
Why are you drinking my beer?
You guys crack me up, baby.
Why are you here?
What do you mean, why am I here? I cannot be here.
I stole this hobby.
I cannot be here, and you'd have 3 people watching instead of 86 people who want to see me on the stream.
Wow.
It's on the script.
Wow. Welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome.
This.
We're going to be talking tonight about luxury. Luxury. That's what it is.
Gotcha. Sounds like fucking Crocodile Dundee. More than an Irishman.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. Hold on.
Oh, we got 2 people.
Look, this is MG Max. So he's in the Mexico Watch Club. Dude, you've got to show your new watch.
Hola.
My buddy.
Hair club.
Look at that. That's open heart. How exciting!
That is very exciting.
There are few people in this hobby that if I get a message and someone says, "Do you want to see what I got?" with a picture attached, I'm not going to get sketched out by it.
Yeah.
This guy's one of them. A lot of them, I'll be like, I'm not opening that.
Is that why I never open my messages?
No, I never open messages.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Such a huge congratulations, bud. That thing is amazing.
Bravo. Es bueno.
Yeah, congrats.
Yeah, I've been hunting this watch for years.
Who else came on?
Ollie.
We
My
need to go ahead
AC.
and see that Royal Oak. We never got to see it last time, and I was a little disappointed.
It's all ogle.
Yeah, boy. There it is.
Have you scratched it yet?
Very nice.
It's been beat up a couple times, but I don't know. It's held up actually quite well.
It's beautiful, man. I love it.
I don't love Royal Oaks, and I love that. That's a nice color, just the way everything goes. It's really nice.
Is it like a muted blue, like a
No, this is the slate gray, right?
Oh, right.
And it plays nicely in the Florida light.
I'm not a Geordie.
That's really nice.
Yeah, and I have I think Ari knows, I have a policy that I'm downsizing to one watch of one brand and then one dial color. Not one dial color per brand, one dial color. So there's some blues I want more, and the slate gray is, there's no other gray dial I wanted. So this was definitely the take there.
Well, that's it. I'm never talking about buying another Longines.
A what? A Longines?
I'm never talking about buying another Longines.
Long guys.
What's your question here?
Yeah, what's the
This is a
worst
great one
watch
for
you
you.
admit to? Oh.
Will you admit to it? Because I know what piece
What's
of shit it is
the
that you
worst
should
watch
be
that I
admitting
would admit to owning?
Like, what would
What's
be
that?
embarrassing? I don't even
That
know. I
whole
don't even
dinky
understand in
bullshit
the
that you
subject.
Oh, I have a swatch like the System 51, the white, like Hodinky.
Here we
swatch.
go. It's
I have
hilarious you ask, because
Let's
hold on. Wait,
Let's
Stefano.
go. Let's go quick.
Just wait.
I'm single sealed also.
Well,
Yeah.
Besides the
50 millimeters. Look at the size of this thing.
Everybody's so excited to show the one that they hate.
Oh, here we go.
Look how tiny the. Check this out.
You know
This
what?
is
I'm gonna
such-
go get mine. I'll be right
Yeah.
back.
Lisa,
How
this
did
is-
everyone have it so fucking handy?
Well-
Like, here's
well-
the shittiest watch I've got, and I'm embarrassed, but it's right next to me.
Stefano and I
About them before.
were just talking about this like after the last stream.
This is the most annoying G-Shock to wear ever.
Yeah.
It's like this disgusting metal brick. It's the anti-G-Shock.
And
What do you admit to buying?
Oh, yeah.
By the
I
way,
have papers in an aluminum box that came with it. It's aluminum.
Box of
Aluminum.
papers,
No,
box of
no,
papers.
I've got the Valentino Rossi TW steel.
Oh,
Yeah, I looked at it and I'm like, wow, that looks amazing, and grabbed it. It was like $50.
I hate to do this.
50 millimeters.
It's going up on eBay.
Look at the size of the crown, but look at the size of the real crown.
Wow.
It's made for the Longines 28 millimeter.
It's
there
a
you go.
47 by 28. 40 fucking.
Mr.
It's a
Giant.
beautiful watch, man. It's a
It's nice
beautiful
looking.
watch.
That
looks
watch is
good.
beautiful.
Looks
Your
good.
watch is beautiful.
Mr.
Yeah.
GMT's got something super special. It's Italian.
This is Italian. This is a Gucci.
I know.
It's a limited edition. If you can see, if you bring me up, it's not a smartwatch.
Yeah.
It's
No.
actually
No,
not. I've
it's
had
not
this for
a
years. Yeah,
smartwatch.
it's not a smartwatch. But
Just
this is
an
actually
LED.
All right, let's see if you can see this. Can use.
There it is.
Oh,
Grammy
yeah.
Award.
Grammy
That's the first time I've been able to read it, GMT.
Oh my
Nice.
god,
There you go.
that's
Let's see. This here, right? This is before I even. You can take me off the big screen now. I'm getting all embarrassed here.
You're like JJ.
Yeah. So this watch was before I. Like, I loved watches, but obviously I wasn't willing to spend the money. So I was looking into Gucci watches. I think this might have been just before I bought I had an Omega Aquaterra. That was my first Swiss watch I bought. I'm not sure if it was before or after. Anyway, it was around about then. So anyway, I wasn't willing to spend the money, so I ended up buying this one. And believe it or not, guys, this goes for a lot of money right now. This goes for a lot of money for a quartz watch, digital, goes for a lot of money. because of what it's got on the back, because what it is. But this is my
I
worst
love
watch in
watching
my
a salesman.
collection.
I love watching
Well,
a
it's a
salesman
Grammy
work.
watch. That's why. And we all know
It's a
you got
Grammy.
it with the Mary J. Blige, baby. Yeah.
Actually, the funny thing is I think my next, going back to Elon's previous question, my next watch is actually, I'm tempted to get, is Italian, and I'm thinking of getting the U-boat Dark Moon. That's the oil-filled quartz one, but in black with red markers. Yeah, the U-boat.
U-boat.
Yeah.
Those are huge. Typically,
Yeah.
I know it from.
They're pretty big.
How big is that? Because I think didn't Arnold? He had one, right?
Yeah, but he had the really big one. The one he's talking
it's
about
like
is about 43, 44 mil.
43. Okay, his like Arnold's was like 60 almost.
Yeah. I'm sorry, mate. What's your name? From Australia?
Oh, Adam.
Adam, what was the watch you last bought?
Oh, actually got it through work as a rewards program. I got a Pepsi Turtle, and a friend made a Marine Nationale strap to match the dial.
Nice.
Awesome.
Very nice.
Very nice.
It's a good friend.
I've got one. I've got one of those as well. Pepsi Turtle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have like a thing at work at our place where you like over time, if you get like rewards points and stuff like that, and you get nominated by your peers by helping out and doing stuff, you can accrue points. And that was one that came up, and I hadn't checked it in over a year, and I'm like, oh wow, I've got enough points to buy something. And yeah, it turned up being on a bit of a Seiko run at the moment, actually. So
sweet.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I hate to do this. This happens to be the last watch I bought and the worst watch I've ever bought. Or worst watch I've bought in years. It's actually
I'm
Seiko.
excited to see this.
Is that the Antarctic one? The Antarctic
Monster.
Can you zoom him in?
Yes.
Can you zoom in? Yeah.
Yeah, there he is.
It's the Arctic Monster. Okay, so
Oh wow.
Ah, yes.
I got a good deal on it. I love the shop that I bought it from. Right. I love those people, and so I don't want to say their name because it's not. They did nothing wrong. However, it was cockeyed like a lot of Seikos will be. And then the day movement, which goes through the English and Spanish at the transition, will get caught up halfway through. Right. And then the actual, so you know how you'll set the time and you'll overshoot the time and then back into it. So it'll kind of stay on on whatever minute you're sending it on, right? It bounces like crazy. So I've already put another $150 into an inexpensive watch to get it functional again.
Oh no!
And because
it
is
cute. Would that be covered by international warranty though?
So
that you would think.
The last time I tried to send anything in, because of COVID, it was shipped back, and FedEx has tracking, and it's been 60 some odd days. It's gone.
Ouch.
Right. So I wasn't even going to bother for this price. Right. It's different at this point, but it's been a huge pain in my ass. So it's finally functional. It's still a lot of cockeyed, but I'm so annoyed with it. It's going to my daughter.
Oh, you must love her.
My daughter has so Ari has seen this, the Casio. This is the one that I wear twice a day. I wear it in the morning and then I wear it at bedtime, right? So it's the titanium.
Great. Yeah,
it's all titanium. Really light. Love this watch. She has matching Casios, matching Squale. So some of my lower end watches, she gets a matching set. She loves it.
My 9-year-old and I have matching calculator watches. That was our thing.
Awesome.
Wow.
That's great.
Yeah, we had
Who else? Yeah.
We had an entire week together where my wife and my oldest son were gone to camp, and my son wanted a souvenir from our week together where it was just me and him. So we went out and I said, "What do you want?" He has a speech impediment, which I love, but it's cute as hell. He goes, "I think we should buy some watches." And I was like, "Okay, so
it's cute. How cute's that?
So sure enough, we ended up going and getting matching calculator watches for our week together over the summer.
Cool.
Sweet.
Probably the one watch that I hate to admit that I own and I've never worn it in public is an all gold. It was a birth year watch, and that's the reason I bought it. It's a 1980 Bulova all gold Bulova date.
Yeah, 1980. Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah.
It's like a 35 millimeter, but I loved it because it came in the original like Art Deco style box. but it's also kind of morbid because whoever owned it before worked for 25 years at Simmons Ford, and apparently he's dead now. So
right. You
so,
and Lolex should have a conversation, I think.
Congratulations to him. But sorry about your death.
Right.
But it just it sits in the watch box. But it's cool to look at.
How many millimeters is it? 35?
35, yeah.
About 35 millimeters.
Well, it blows away your 28 millimeter. I don't know.
Well,
by 47.
47.
By
No,
47.
No.
This is only 3
It's the
millimeters
width,
taller.
not the length. It's the width that counts.
But yeah, I've been trying to get a 1980 birth year watch. There's nothing out there really that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe get a spiderweb sub.
Yeah,
Spiderweb
spiderweb sub.
Maybe.
That
might
would
be
be
too
about
much.
it. But I'm not a real Rolex fan.
You're not.
Oh, I
I
see.
can tell from the Zenith that you bought. That's why.
I got you.
I know what you mean. I was tempted to try and find a birth year watch a little while, and I came close to getting an Annie Digi 1982 Seiko diver, but it's one of those ones I keep toying with, like going back to. I'm like, but yeah.
I think birth year watches are specific around Rolex. And specific around sub or GMT. No other model.
If you're looking for
Kelly?
a birth year watch,
Yeah.
we recommend a 1980 Boulevard.
Oh,
I know
Boulevard.
who has one.
Or Omega. Omega has made some nice, watches back in the day.
Yeah, that's true.
But he's young. He's
Yeah.
young. Adam's young. How old are you, Adam, if I may ask?
39.
Oh, so you're young. All right. You're not going
Yeah,
that
baby.
far back to vintage. Don't worry.
Yeah. I've got, although I do have two Amigas from the 60s, both from my grandfather, and one was a 1968 Chronostop with a white racing dial.
Yep.
And a 61 C Master with a champagne dial, but no date. And
Wow.
those two watches are the reason I got into the hobby, because I just loved playing with those as a kid.
Cool.
Hey, Kel.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump off. I'm gonna free up some screen space. I got some work to do in the morning, but I appreciate the conversation. I appreciate everybody here on the panel. They are very, very knowledgeable, great people in these live streams. I've been watching them, over these last couple of months, and it's always a pleasure to
Thank
join.
you.
So I appreciate
Thank you.
letting me come on your stream tonight. So
Archie, thank
word,
you
man.
for joining. I love your YouTube videos. You do a great job.
Seems like,
You really
you seem
do.
like a nice
Thank you
guy,
so
even
much
though
for
you're a
joining.
Sox fan.
Thanks,
Take
Big.
care, brother.
Red
Take
Sox,
care.
I don't
If
know.
I could-
man.
can I
I'm
do
a
a
New
quick-
York Mets fan, so that's a lot of animosity between us on that one.
can I do a quick shameless plug?
Of
If anybody
course,
wants to-
I
Go for
expect
it.
you
Go for
to.
it.
If anybody wants to find me on YouTube, you can look me up. I'm B Bardsley. Maybe we can get a live stream over my channel sometime and do the same thing. I'd love to do that with you guys, certainly. So
You're on
Will
YouTube?
you?
yes, yep.
Can you put it in the link, like down
Yes,
in
please.
Put it
the
in the
comments?
private chat.
Yeah,
Put it in the
Thank you.
Will
private
you
chat.
please link it? Because I'm
put in
not.
the private chat. Yeah, put in the private
Marco's
chat.
so good at that stuff. I'm not very good at it. So
Thank you
drop
so
it
much,
in there
guys.
because you're
Have a good
fantastic.
night.
You guys are great. Thank you so much.
Thank
care.
you.
Take care, brother.
You too.
So something's bugging me here with Adam.
Oh shit. Oh,
Um,
okay.
Or two things, I guess. One is I missed entirely what Blue Moose Racing is. However, you said your birth year's 1980.
82.
82. Okay. All right. I heard
Yeah, mine
80,
is
and then you're like, you're 39. I'm sitting here
Nah,
going,
nah,
no, you're not.
Doesn't jive, yeah.
nah. I
Yeah.
82. 82. I heard 82.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
got your back. I got your back, Adam. Australians, man. They look after you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Blue Moose Racing, right? Did you already
That was
explain what that
close.
is? Should I rewind?
Oh, no, I haven't actually. And I don't think I've actually explained it on the Instagram live ones. It's
I don't know what it is.
I have my other big passion outside of rugby league is Formula One racing, and I was lucky enough when I was really little, living in Adelaide when they used to do the street circuit racing, and I got to go when I was about 5 years old, and I was very lucky that my uncle and my dad had some pit passes, and I got to meet some of the drivers when you could go through, and from there on in, I loved motor racing. And now living in Melbourne, I'm lucky enough to do some photography for some of the teams when they do the season opener, like pre-COVID. And it's just like a side hustle sort of thing. But I just use that username as like an alternate, reverso backwards alternate universe racing team. So I just pick something random.
So how does somebody side hustle in formula racing?
Oh, it's photography for the teams.
Just okay.
Yeah, just photography. Yeah.
All right. I was because that would have been an interesting thing. So just roll up one day. You don't feel like driving today, do you?
No, but I was lucky enough one year to actually have a couple of laps in a 2-seater Formula One car, and that is there were two things that I wasn't prepared for. One, going to the chiropractor for the next month afterwards because of my neck was just being pulled in every which way, and also when we were hitting at the end of the straight, we were doing about 345 kilometers an hour. I'm not sure what that is in miles, but you start your peripheral vision starts to tunnel a little bit, and it's like just the blurriness and the thing that was insane. Yeah.
It's 12 miles per hour.
Okay. I'll take that.
220, he said?
320 kilometers an hour.
320 kilometers?
Yeah, 320 to 345 kilometers an hour.
Jesus,
180
that's
miles
fast.
an hour.
That's fast.
Yeah, divided by
Jesus
1.6.
Christ.
That's what it
It's
is.
blazing speed here in Osh country, though.
Yeah,
Ludicrous speed.
And I was just lucky they had like decent earplugs because I was at the back, so my head was up against where the engine intake was, and it was like a Ferrari V10 that was just screaming. I think it was revving at like nearly 20,000 RPM. And even with the helmet and the earplugs in, it was amazing, but it was loud.
You're fairly tall, right?
6'1". I was just under.
Oh, so you're a midget. Okay.
Yeah. They actually did. I had to go for a medical, and one of the things they have to measure is where the front of the nose of the car is to where the air intake. They draw a line, and if you're within a certain range of that line, they won't let you get into the car in case the car flips because it has to rest on those two spots. So you've got to have clearance. But I was just under that. So, yeah.
I did what they call the NASCAR experience a number of years back over in Orlando, and it was they had all the neck brace and whatnot, the post Dale Earnhardt type of famous NASCAR racer who died in an accident. And
I'm just heading out, folks. I just want to quickly say goodbye, and it's a
good
pleasure.
Shabbos, Ari. Good Shabbos.
Thank you.
Thank
All
you,
the best,
Ari.
folks.
Good
All
night.
right.
Love you, brother. Take care, man.
Great to meet all of you.
Nice to meet you too, Ari.
Yeah, JGMT. Yeah.
Thank you for joining, Ari. It's a lot.
Take care.
YouTube is ridiculously nicer than Instagram.
Timepiece Fund.
Timepiece
Fund looks like a Bond villain. I love that.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the
All we need is a white cat being stroked on the lap right now.
The white cat timepiece Fund.
Oh shit.
Hi, I just wanted to support Hunter Time. So I asked Tim Wright to see who the link was, and he sent it to me. So thank you for letting me in. Thumbs up.
Thank you for joining. I appreciate it.
You got some backlight there.
Yeah, it's
fantastic. It's mood lighting. It's mood light. Is that a pool behind you?
Yeah, it's a pool behind me out at the backyard. Just
Look out behind you, Timepiece Fund.
As the runners of the stream, can you rename people?
You gotta change your handle to not a serial killer.
Yeah.
No.
Spectre.
Hold on, but Timepiece Fund, aren't you someplace like exotic?
No, I'm in New York, just 18 miles north of New York. But you might have heard the story that I'm from Nepal, considered exotic.
That's why.
I just found out that Theo Stern, one of the heir of Patek Philippe, and his sister Christine, Christine Patek, She was married. She is or was married to a man from Nepal, from the Himalayas, and they have 2 daughters. So, you might have heard that Christine is worth now $3 billion. And so I'm just thinking, how the hell this dude got her in the bag, and how come I missed out?
It's only $3 billion, man. What? That's your watch collection. Don't worry. Peter said white cat. Well, hairless cat.
If we could see it, we'd ask what was on the wall, but we can't see it.
That's a hairless hairless cat. That dude instead of a white cat.
I forget when that was.
Come back.
This one stream, like Stefano's like petting it.
My girlfriend, when she comes over, she brings that hairless little rat, and it always comes here, and so. But he's all right. He's all right.
So weird looking.
You have no idea,
Goes, he
Kelly,
looks
how
like
good
a
I'm being
turkey.
right
I go,
now.
bullshit. He looks like a fucking Cornish hen. What turkey? She doesn't like when I say that, but
I'm being so
just
good
yawned.
right now.
Kelly yawned.
I know you are. I know you are.
I have the same
Time
feelings
piece
of when
fun.
my wife stuck me. My wife stuck me in the backseat of a Ferrari in Italy. Yeah, it's that pin up right now.
Wow.
Timepiece fund. What's on the wrist, dude? What is that?
Milgauss. I don't know if you can. It's a black Milgauss with the green dial. I mean, with the green crystal.
The green crystal. Yeah.
That's the nicest one.
I'm trained as an engineer back into college, so that and the moon watch is stays to the heart.
Yeah. Respect.
Thank you.
Very nice. You don't see them very often. I don't think I've ever seen one in the wild as far as a Milgauss.
Mm-hmm.
Not once.
I've seen a couple of Air Kings. I've seen a couple of Air Kings, but that's as offbeat as a Rolex as I've seen in the wild.
Wow.
Must be an industry thing because I see tons of Milgausses.
Yeah, me too.
Really?
Interesting.
Literally never seen someone wear one outside of trying one on in a AD beyond 3
I'm gonna
years
find
ago.
one in an AD today. Huh.
I saw Hugh Blow in the wild in Miami recently, and I was dying of laughter because I couldn't get NICO out of my head.
Oh.
So actually, Kelly, I just want to share a story here. I'm trying to build a Super 30. I don't know if you watch Cardinal / Marco talk about it. I've been trying to get consultation from Archie's panel, Gentlemen's Hangout, Tim Wright, and Ward's Cardinal to help me with my Super 30. And Patek is one of that piece that I've been chasing, and my local AD, who is a multi-vendor AD, they've got, I've requested them, so I'm just kind of waiting. But I figured, I pick up the phone, I would call the Patek ADs around the country, and I was surprised that there's not too many in the States. I think there are less than 15. But I figured, I'm going to call where the population was less, like Wisconsin or Ohio.
Right.
Michigan, right? I'm from Midwest, so I figured I tried my, Midwest civility and try win some brownie points. So I called them up, and as soon as they found out I'm calling from New York, they said, you know what, for Patek and Rolex, we're only allowed to sell local. Have you guys heard that?
It's not
so
true.
we actually have a Patek dealer in North Carolina. I don't know if they can only sell local.
Well, I mean, Rolex do.
Rolex only sell local. Oh, now I will say that. So when we got the Bruce Wayne,
well, you got converted.
Uh-oh, that's like vinegar in her mouth right now.
I gagged. I needed a second. I gagged. So when we got that, we actually we were in the middle of a travel debacle. We were stuck in Miami trying to get to his mom's house in Barcelona, near Barcelona. And we got a phone call from our girl at our jeweler saying, hey, I've got this watch. So I was prepared to completely take care of everything over the phone, just pay for it, just have it there waiting for us. And they need you in person. So you can't really do it worked out. We've got a great relationship, so we were able to work something out. But you can't just pick up the phone and call an AD in another state and say, hey, I want to buy this from you. It's very rare for them to actually do that. We have a Patek dealer about 2 hours away.
Unless you're going to instantly turn around and resell it, they won't sell that shit to you. So I think that's the rule.
Yeah, I mean, I told them, look, I said, I told them, look, you don't have to believe me. I'm just a random caller that you get, hundreds of calls a day. But I feel obligated to tell you my story. And here's, I've been collecting for 25 years. Here's what I'm trying to do. I've never sold, a timepiece that I had bought in 25, years of my collecting. I'm trying to do this. And I said, look, you don't have to believe me, but I'm only calling you because, my local AD just doesn't have the piece, or I feel that they're just going to take way too long for me to have this piece. And I believe that I should call everyone who's willing to sell it to me. So I try to be as honest as I could.
Yeah.
And that's what they told me.
Yeah, about 7 years ago now, I was in Nashville, and there was a steel sports Rolex, and they had it. They were willing to sell it. We got to the point where I pulled out my ID, and they said they could not sell it to me.
Were you at King Jewelers?
You were there in person?
I was there in person, but I was from out of state. They said right now we cannot
you weren't
sell
from Tennessee.
Yep.
Hadn't heard that.
Is that a
Yeah,
thing?
well,
Yeah,
I guess it is.
In Mexico, we don't have that.
Yeah, typically I've gone up to a Rolex AD up in Scottsdale because we're down here in Tucson. It's a couple hours away. He's like, well, you guys are here often enough. You're considered like frequent flyers, but typically they like to stay local. Is what he was saying. Because he directed me initially to the person in town. Go ahead, sorry.
We got our Seamaster, the S&P 300 came from Mexico, and they ship shit out of the country left and right.
Yeah, there was no problem whatsoever.
Here in
Okay.
Mexico,
Huh.
there's tons of watches, tons of ADs here.
Yeah.
A lot of watch culture, and yeah, you can get a brand, almost any brand here. So
What state are you in?
in Mexico City.
Mexico. Okay, so the biggest. Okay, gotcha.
I was trying to get a Zin shipped from the UK, and they wouldn't ship it from the UK. They said they would only sell it to local UK. It was a special edition Zin that only that place had, but still.
You could get it from Zin direct, though.
I'm sorry?
You could get it. Zin would ship you direct.
No,
Buy
it was
from Zin.
Page and Cooper. It was.
Oh,
the,
okay.
Yeah, it was one of the special
Was
editions,
specific,
but they wouldn't.
Any
Yeah.
Zin other than special collabs, you can buy direct from Zin.
Yeah.
So I guess it's not
Worldwide.
terribly uncommon timepiece fun, but that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
So if you tell us where the AD was that had it, we know a guy.
But I think in the States, buy a Sin, you
It's
have
all
to
such
buy it
bullshit.
from Watch Buys.
You gotta pay what?
This
You have to
whole
buy it
game
from Watch
is
Buys.
This whole game is such bullshit. We realize
It
this,
really
right?
is. It really is.
Like, let's just call it for what it is. These ADs, it's like my guy that comes down to my home city here, and they won't sell him a Rolex because his ID doesn't have the right colors on the front of it. It's all bullshit. And it's fueled by a level of avarice and pride in this industry that is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
So Nate, talking about bullshit, just to share another story, if I may, Kelly. I was at my local AD, literally local, for where I live, literally 1 mile of walking distance, to be honest with you. And so I hadn't talked to him or emailed him or called him in last, I want to say, 60 days. So it was a nice day, and my wife's nephew was in town. So I said, you know what? I'm trying. I've been trying to get a 36 Datejust, a smooth bezel oyster bracelet on a blue dial for my brother-in-law for 60th birthday. My wife's only brother, so I got to be in good terms. So I had requested that to multiple ADs, and particularly the local ADs. I said, look, you have to help me, and otherwise, I can't be in good terms with my wife's only brother, which is very important. So he said, he was gonna help me out. So I figured I'd just kind of stop by, especially my brother-in-law's son was here. So I went to stop by, and I asked him about that, 3-piece per customer rumor, right? We all have heard. So, one, steel, and one two-tone, and one solid gold. And he confirmed to me that no, that's just a story. There's no directive from Rolex to the ADs, and some ADs may want to do that, but I'm not doing it. I'm taking care of my, customers who've been my customers for generations. So, quote unquote.
If an AD says that, right, they're taking care of the customers for generations, fair enough. That actually, I have no strong objection to that. But what Nate was saying is true. Most of it is just pretentious bullshit.
I mean, I was at a very well-known retailer at a huge mall in Atlanta this past week. And had I had the coin, they had my dream watch there in stock. The full gold Vacheron Constantin overseas blue dial.
Wow.
Okay.
Amazing.
I asked the guy.
In stock?
In stock, sitting there. I asked the guy,
Yeah.
is that available for purchase? And he says, to anyone who wants it.
Okay.
Huh.
Yeah, but now no ADs get it anymore. It's boutique only blue dials. For Vacheron.
Yeah, well, yeah, this was at an AD. This was not at a Vacheron boutique. So
probably the last one he had.
If your ADs are doing that to you, interwebs that are watching us, brilliant people that have, for me, that have no skin in the game with the watch game whatsoever, they are fucking with you.
That's a good term.
Nate.
Hey, JJ.
That's Nate.
Hello, everyone.
JJ, my man.
What's cooking? What am I missing?
Hey, Jay.
Hey, you guys want to see something? Because
I love this question.
I'll be shutting my camera in a minute, but I have to take care.
Question.
I have to take care of some nice Brooklyn pizza here.
Oh,
in case you guys want to see. You guys want to see the real thing? This is no Elios or anything.
No, that's pretty good.
No Domino's.
Definitely above average, JJ.
That's some good-looking Papa John's.
You got it on the trailer park channel. That's awesome.
I had to run out before I brought a little present home for myself. I saw you guys streaming. I said, let me hop on.
What's the call situation, buddy?
What are you guys up to? Hanging out? You got a lot of people on here, Kelly. You're popular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
my
she did have
first one,
10,000
so I'm like, let's just bring everybody on.
Kelly somehow managed to have 10,000 subscribers without video. So, so we don't know what that was about either.
I have an amazing personality. I also just hit 5,000 subscribers on Instagram, so.
Cool. Go,
Again.
yeah.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you very much. Again, sparkling personality.
And sorry for my French earlier.
If people only fucking knew. Honestly, if people only knew.
Why are you here?
So
Why are you here?
Jesus.
No, guys, you have to understand.
Talk like Nico again. You're much cuter when you talk like
If
Nico.
people only knew how fucking terrible your personality was in real life.
I did Archie.
It is
I did
not.
Archie.
This is. Hold on. There's no one getting booked in this, please. God tier does not exist.
I'm good with this. Keep going. It's actually kind of cute. Oh.
Kelly, you should get O'Malley on
everyone's
the stream.
For those of you that have never been on our Instagram actual free-for-all real-time shit shows, they get divorced every week on our shit show.
Nice.
We have been witness to so many domestic disputes. CPS has been called.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
Wow.
It's involved numerous adult websites. I mean, it's absolutely.
It is.
This is normal.
To be fair, Nate.
To be fair,
Nate, You bring up all of the adult websites. Let's be honest. It's no one else. It's just you.
So this one time I got really drunk really fast and had to go to bed.
You did have to go to bed.
I did. And apparently you were the one that introduced the entire world to X Hamster.
It was not me.
Why?
It was you. It was.
Why?
Was it me?
Why is it called after? Why is
let
it
me
named
clarify
after a
this.
rodent? Explain to me why it has a rodent.
I
in
will
it.
show you later
I
why
don't-
it's called X Hamster.
Because this is your channel. Kelly, because this is your channel, I'll lay down on the railroad tracks. But also, I'm going to deliver the facts to this. Okay, I'll report. You decide. What actually happened was someone in the chat referred to a certain adult website, and then Peter took it to the next level by actually searching for that site on the live stream. The rest of us, contributed.
This reminds me of
with
something that happened on JJ's.
We can,
Whatever you do, don't let Marco Google Rolex.
Yeah, that was bad.
That was terrible.
You know, speaking of Marco, I feel somehow very comfortable that he's not here for this conversation.
Right. Yeah, sorry.
young Marco.
Yes.
Did you hear about our idea for Watch Hub?
What?
Watch Hub. It's like, watch porn,
Can you now? It doesn't need to be called Watch Hub. It needs to be called Horology with a W.
I think that's
Horology.
Yeah, what's his name took that.
Actually, don't do that. Don't do that. That
There's
is
like
when I
50 of those
go.
accounts.
When I get brave enough to do foot fetish, like watch and feet. If I had $1,
you get brave enough.
Only toes.
because I'm well, it's actually because I'm just kind of lazy. But anyways, I get asked for feet pictures, so I'm gonna come up with it's gonna be horology. So don't use that.
Okay.
It has to
I don't
be
think
lugs.
anybody wants to see my feet, so you're all right. You're safe.
It's fine.
Yeah, lugs. You could start lugs
Kelly.
and tugs.
Of all the body parts, why do people like feet? I just don't get that.
I
That
don't
must be a thing.
From the movie Boomerang. Remember Boomerang?
Slightly. That was an Eddie Murphy, right?
Yes.
You used to
Right.
check on the toes when you were sleeping.
You guys
Yeah,
can
I
ask
remember
Tarantino. I think he's got a thing.
Yeah, he does, especially Uma Thurman. He loves her feet.
Really weird. Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
So
head
my
off,
last
Kelly,
Instagram
and that. I'm gonna head off. Thank you. I've got to get ready for work and get myself sorted. Really appreciate you having me on. And I wish you all the best in your future endeavors with your channel. And I'll be watching eagerly to see
Thank
how
you.
it progresses.
Good
So
to have
thank
a
you once
fellow
again for having me on.
audience too.
Take care, Mr. James.
Take care.
Bye.
Later,
See you
Mr.
later.
GMT.
Bye.
Much love. Much love.
Take care.
So
I can't
the
get over
last Instagram post I did had my feet like in the background. And so for funsies, I was like, haha, #feetstagram. Nope, I deleted it. It was up for like 30 minutes, and then I edited the post and deleted it because I got so many messages. This
got
one guy
bombarded.
commented.
You got
He goes,
bombarded.
this guy commented and he said, I will buy your feet pictures, but only if you're serious. I'm not playing games. Who plays games like that is what I
Tell
want to
him.
know.
$10,000
Like, is it like a
my PayPal
tease? Like,
account.
ooh, I got feet pictures. Just kidding.
Kelly,
So I
though,
just
you
followed-
got to know to stay away from those hashtags because, like,
Yes.
I learned on day 1, 15 years ago in my line of work that smoking bear is not a hashtag
Oh,
that I
man.
want to be associated with.
Wow.
If somebody says smoky bear, no, because
don't even
all of
wanna
a
know.
sudden my DMs blew up with, "Hey there, big guy.
Oh, God.
I just want to see you cut light your cigar." I'm like, no, thank you.
Wow.
I knew
I was going to say.
I
sorry,
knew
you go,
that I would
Kelly.
end up on some kind of like you when you follow a hashtag and it pops up on your feed, like, oh, you follow hashtag watch photography. Look at this account. I was like, oh, cool. Maybe I can make new friends. Poor guy. Apparently, all I know is that there's somebody out there. Someone has played with his heartstrings over feet pictures
With feet.
that he is
Listen,
wanting to pay for.
Because he's tired of the games.
there's a lot of thirsty gentlemen out there, you know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
If I was personally going to do horology, just my opinion, I would have the wristwatch shot holding items, such as this flashlight here. That would be my shtick.
Yeah.
That's a good way to get some OnlyFans cash, I would imagine.
Poway sells fleshlights.
Well, I don't think he really does.
They might be used.
He is
certainly has a fixation.
So I just followed Kelly on Instagram on her own time. The picture that showed the last picture is an Omega, the strap. What strap is that?
That's a Zealand. So I'm gonna. If you go actually to my profile up in the top, I have them linked. I'm an ambassador for that brand. They're fantastic.
I will take a look.
So she's still waiting on a sample.
Right, she's strategically posed. She has her wedding ring front and center. Her nails are well did, right? Her feet are up. So I decided to scroll through the comments. Sure, the F enough. Wow. There's one send this pic heart feet model hub.
I didn't even realize there were feet until you said it. Now I can't unsee them. It's like one of those things. That you
And there's a couple of other ones that are, not about her feet.
Now I can't unscreenshot that.
I got a question to the group. Are there any watch brands that are perfectly normal, acceptable watch brands that, for some reason, there's nothing that they're developing or making that you can get into? Like, for all intents and purposes, the watch brand is fine. It's an established brand, but just one that you can't get into.
Oris.
Hublot.
Oh, I love Oris.
Oris makes
I say IWC.
IWC.
I don't. Everything they make is quality. I just don't like it.
Who said Oris?
You used to say Oris.
Yeah, but I didn't say it. Someone just said Oris.
You used to say Oris.
After I laid down all of the reasons why someone should own this today.
You are giving.
I almost bought
you
it.
are giving eight. Those are 8.75 reasons that one should like Oris. But
is that bronzo?
That's a bronzo.
I just can't get into it. They're just boring.
You got your flag colors too. Sweet.
Yeah, I did see. Yeah.
President of Oris Social Club in Mexico.
There's a club. Okay.
What's a brand that you just can't get behind? That you just don't like it?
And I just don't like it.
Yeah.
That's a respectable. Like, they're good watches. You just can't dig them.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I never thought I'd own a Zenith.
Yeah. Well, you know what, I'm not a huge Breitling fan because it just reminds me of that rich Uncle Touchy that wants to take you down in the basement.
Easy.
You have to show us on the doll where it hurt you.
But I honestly like the Bentley. I think that is a wonderful looking watch. The cushion stitched leather strap is just beautiful. The green is fantastic. So there's a few things that I can get behind, but overall as a brand, I'm not a huge Hublot fan.
Me neither.
Just a little too goldy.
He said respectable brands.
Yeah.
Some people think it's respectable.
Not NICO.
He just really screwed me because I've been posting pictures. I became an uncle recently, right? So my daughter, she's almost 14, and my first and only watches that have gold, precious metal, are Breitlings, 2 of them, right? I'm getting rid of at least one.
No, don't. He's full of shit.
You gotta sell them. Actually, just
I'm
give them
getting
away.
rid of one for my own the downsizing purposes, right? But I post pictures of my nephew to my Instagram story, right? And there's a picture with me, my big ass Sasquatch hand on his stomach, right? His chubby chunker stomach. There's the Breitling, and I'm tickling him.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, that touchy, creepy uncle.
Oh, okay.
So,
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. So we.
And I used to feel that. I used to feel that way about Breitling, and now I find myself kind of curious about owning one.
Bentley Chrono.
Like,
Well,
Yeah.
they've really done good things with Breitling.
Yeah.
I just saw them today when I picked up my watch, and those 3 and 9 chronos are really nice.
Yeah.
Well, then again, my favorite Breitling though is a woman's watch. So.
Of course.
But that's what you do, and it's fine. Because
It's
that
that aqua- it's that
2021
aqua dial chronomat.
acceptance,
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
Chronomath, man.
lot of people are into that
Listen,
because of the platinum bezel.
I was in the Breitling boutique here in Nashville, and I picked up that. I didn't know, right? I didn't realize it was a woman's watch. I'd never been in there before. I picked up that watch. I tried it on, put it on. It fit great, looked great. You know, it's got a really good wrist presence on it. I'm looking at it, and the douchebag salesman there said, "Yeah, that's our #1 selling woman's watch."
Yeah, you should have hit him with it. I mean, so this is supposed to be a woman's watch, right? It's a Squale, pink dial, beautiful on-dial pink dial. I love this watch, and it's like $700, right? Tops with, and you can get it secondhand probably for $400, $500, and it's a beautiful watch. I love wearing this watch. It's a perfect Ford watch too.
What do they call that dial? Is it Dusty Rose or something?
Rosa.
I think for me, I've always had trouble getting into
There you go.
Breitling Bros. Breitling Bros.
Breitling Bros.
So I have a story about Breitling for Bentley or Bentley for Breitling, either way.
Okay.
So that was the rectangular watch. I don't know if you recall. It's one of those watches.
The
like
big
a
gold Bentley.
It was stainless steel. It came with diamonds and iced up and all that good stuff. And I think Patrick Mahomes, receiver, wears that too. But long story short, this was a rectangular watch, stainless steel. It's one of those Hollywood movies that goes straight to DVDs. I think it's like Breitling, unveiled it and then went straight to great dealers. But so I picked one because it was a unique watch. It was a very rectangular. It was Breitling for Bentley. It was kind of desire, and then I used to kind of wear that watch as a joke amongst men. And then the story was they would say, "Okay, you've got the watch. Where's the Bentley?"
That's a flying J, quick.
Exactly. Okay. And my response was, "Well, I kept the watch, but my nanny took the Bentley."
There you go.
In New York, nannies are expensive, especially when you have 3 kids.
Oh yeah.
That Bentley in all gold is just a giant chunk, and it's a magnificent looking watch. There's a guy in the Facebook groups, a guy called Andy, probably one of the biggest watch collectors in the country. Just a massive collection of watches. And that was the first time I'd seen multiple pictures of that watch, and just a beautiful watch. And I'd love to see one in the flesh. I'd love to try it on and see just how weighty and heavy it is, because it looks magnificent. Like it just looks like a beast of a watch.
Yeah.
That's one thing I'd like.
I put a link in the private chat. Wow.
He does everything.
There it is. I think the one brand I've really struggled with in terms of getting into is Hamilton. Like, I think they
That's
make
another.
I think they make fantastic. Like, bang for buck is really good, but
Maybe share it.
I don't know. I find is it just me, or is a lot of the stuff they have very samey?
It's extremely uniform. The line is
their
way too
DNA. Their DNA is that of a field watch company.
Yeah.
And anytime they get away from it, it just doesn't look right. I'm with you. I absolutely love Hamilton as an idea, but I've had a couple, and they, they're kind of like a poor man's IWC. I just don't go for it.
That's the one I
Flying B.
Ridiculous.
That's too
Flying B.
So over the top.
Yeah.
Hey guys, look, it's on sale. It used to be $240. Now it's only $45.
Oh yeah.
It's a fucking bargain. I'm about to buy it right now. Add to bag.
Do it. Add to bag.
Check out. Let's do it.
You would make GMT proud. That's how much he almost spent on Mings.
Oh my god! I love Ming, but- yeah, well, this is my smallest one. It's
That's what she said.
Hey-o.
Tough crowd in here tonight. Tough crowd.
You guys don't understand how much I'm holding back right now.
What's that AP you got there?
That's the
Oh,
Royal.
you got another AP in the house.
It's 33 millimeters.
Which one is it?
Okay.
It's the quartz.
I didn't know you like
The
women's
quartz one.
watches.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Quartz.
But in that case, though, that would wear bigger than 33.
They did in 33 and they did in 36.
Yeah.
Okay.
But my dad bought this one when it was new,
Mm.
and we used to live in San Diego, so he went to a duty-free store.
Yeah.
And you would buy the watch, you would get on a van, they would drive you to Mexico, you would cross the border, they would give you the watch
For tax
cross
free.
back, and they would drive you back to the store.
For tax free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So Adam,
One of my favorite pieces that I've picked up lately was a quartz. I showed Kelly. I got that new the new Tissot PRX.
Oh yeah.
And that
oh, you got
PRX
the nice watch, that's Tissot.
That's
It's
a beautiful
fantastic.
AP.
You like it? I just picked up the automatic in blue.
Oh, it's
What's
absolutely
amazing
it's perfect.
is the serial,
It's
the serial
nice.
number.
It fits really well.
I don't know if you can see it.
Is it 2-3? I see. I can't see it.
Not clear.
054.
Holy cow! Under 100.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, JJ, just so you know, brother.
Yes.
We can't make fun of Tim's 35.4 millimeter anymore. Because Nate wears a 28 millimeter Longines. So
Hashtag bot 47.
Speak for yourself. I'm still making fun of Tim. I can't. Tim, it actually fits Tim well. I just like
It
to
does,
break
it
his
does.
chest. And he has the same wrist as me, so I can't really make fun of his wrist.
Yeah.
Ali, were you saying something
Stefano,
before?
every time I hear you talk, brother, I think you should be telling us all why the Yankees are terrible. Your voice is just
I'm
such
not a Yankee fan. My son and godson nephew are, but I'm a Mets fan. So
No, I know, but your voice is just one of those. I feel like you'd be tirading over sports radio.
Oh, I used to do voiceovers when I was in university for money. So yeah, it
There
was
you
good
go.
then. Now
There
I'm
you
too
go.
old. Yeah, you know Rush.
All right, guys.
Rush Limbaugh. You know who that is Rush.
Yeah.
Rush Limbaugh. I did his lead-in.
That was you?
Yeah. Many moons ago, that was I.
The EIB network. Salute.
Oh, here we go.
There you go.
Kelly, what was it? You're taking control. What do you got?
Yeah.
We are actually going to wind this down and we're going to move to the after party on Instagram
Oh.
where it doesn't get recorded.
Oh. Well, all you gotta do is stop the live and stay in the back page.
That's true.
Yeah, backstage is.
Well,
Some
congratulations.
people don't like to come on YouTube though, so we have people who are messaging on Instagram like, "All right, when are you coming over here?"
Yeah, yeah.
She got 5,000 people waiting for her over there.
I do.
But
congratulations on your first
But
live
you only
stream.
allowed 4 people. How do you manage
Yeah.
5,000 on the floor?
They watch.
Yeah, they just watch.
Oh.
I just got a message
They're
on Instagram
voyeurs.
that said, "Where the hell are you guys?"
Did you? Yeah. I've gotten a few of them so far. Like, all right, I don't really want to go on YouTube. I'm like,
Congratulations
So,
on your first live stream. Have a good night.
thank you
Have fun
so
over on
much
Instagram.
for joining
for
and
all of
hanging
you-
out. This was so amazing. I was really worried because I was like, nobody's gonna come, and then all of a sudden, everybody appeared, and it was the kindest, most amazing feeling ever, and I really appreciate everybody.
Oh, it's our pleasure. Our pleasure.
There you go,
Nice
mate.
to meet
If I was
everybody.
married to you,
Nice.
I would
Pleasure.
have
Yep.
If you weren't married to me, you would not have joined.
No.
That's fine.
He's full of shit. He's full of shit, just like he doesn't
Tune
think
in.
Brighton's a watch. He's full of it.
Oh, Uncle Touchy.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you think this domestic dispute's good, just wait and tune in on Instagram in 5 minutes.
Fire.
It gets worse.
But anything for the community. The community.
The community. The fucking community.
There you go.
The community is about to end, and we're gonna start with the gangbang.
No.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
On that
bye.
note.
Be well.
So if you want to
Y'all have a
head
good
over
night.
there, we'd love to have you, but we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. I appreciate everybody. Hopefully I get to see y'all tomorrow. I'm going to be tubing down a river for a good portion of tomorrow. So by the time I get off the river, I might be drunk, which makes even more fun.
Yeah.
but we'll see.
Unless you fall in the river drunk, then it's not so.
No, it's fine. It's not that deep.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Time to fun.
I'm gonna float too. I'll just lay there.
Chances of death are low.
Quicker, Adam.
JJ.
Congratulations.
Good night.
Great seeing you guys.
Nice meeting. Nice meeting all of you guys. Very nice meeting.
Yeah.
Nate.
Very nice. I'm
Mucho
sorry to
gusto.
follow you at the ones that have the.
Ciao,
the
Mexicano.
name.
Yeah. All right. See you later.
JJ, be good, brother.
See you
Take
guys.
care.